That's our ride today. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day if you celebrate. Otherwise, happy Wednesday. Happy Ash Wednesday if you celebrate. It's a lot of fun things. You made it through the middle of the week. We're cruising through February. 2024 is underway. And I hope it's going awesome. And if not, it's still early. You could turn the whole thing around right now. But anyway, you could start by just sending some positive vibes by hitting that like button. It really does help. There's YouTube magic. Their algorithms, no one knows how they work. But I do know that when we hit around 100 likes, typically we get a little extra magic from YouTube. And they give us a little extra love. And who doesn't need more love today on February 14th? And that is what today's stream is all about. We had a crazy day and night last night. We did a double stream if you missed it. We were celebrating Fat Tuesday over at Disney's Port Orleans Resort. That's their New Orleans themed resort area. They have two areas, both the Riverside and the French Quarter. We did the parade in the morning, walked around. We did the party at night. So much fun. A long day. But I'm going to be in New York Friday through Monday. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to be able to live stream for those 4 days in a row. So I got to go live again today. I got to give the people what they want. And I hope you want to watch. I shouldn't even say what they want. Hopefully you want to watch. Hopefully you want to watch. Anyway, meeting up with a friend everyone's familiar with. We'll save the surprise for when we get there. But I thought we would do something a little different today. We walk around the parks a lot. We do a lot of resorts. We have a blast trying different things. And today we're going to try one of those new things. Throughout this year, we're hoping to line up some real fun conversations. Maybe you could call some of them interviews, but I like to think conversations. Another word for that, chats. And I said, what's a cool place to do that? I was going to do Baseline Tap House, and I still might. But Rhino, who's fantastic over at the Diz, already kind of does like a Baseline Tap House talk. And it's brilliant. And I don't want to just straight up. It's not stealing his idea because we both had it. He just did it first. So I said, where else can we get what's fun at Disney just to have a chat? And I said, the monorail in the middle of the day is usually pretty empty. And if you take the one from Epcot to the Transportation and Ticket Center, there's not a lot of announcements. You could have some fun, but I also wanted to be around other guests in case they want to jump in the conversation. We welcome that. We like meeting friends, talking to strangers. Disney's the only place where we could do that. Yeah. How are you doing? I'm doing fantastic. Where are you from?
I'm from here, actually.
Nice. I'm originally from New York, but I live here now too. We're live on Adventures by Carney right now. We're just getting started. We're doing a monorail chat today, Valentine's Day edition. We're going to discuss the most romantic places here at Walt Disney World, in the parks, in the resorts, and around campus, the best meals, what would be a perfect Disney date night. Do you want to jump in with anything right out of the gate? We're going to do this on the monorail, but we will make an exception for you.
Okay, well, my name is Angel.
Hi, Angel. I'm Pete.
Nice to meet you. My personal opinion, there's a fun boat ride in Magic Kingdom that you can order on like a different website.
Okay.
And it's like $98, I believe. You go on your Disney World experience.
Okay, the MDE app, yep.
Yep. And then you can go ahead. It's literally a boat ride out onto the lake where you eat, drink, etc., and you watch the fireworks on the water.
Love that. We did one with a group a while ago. If it's the same as a fireworks cruise, is that what they call it? The fireworks cruise? Yeah. We did it with friends, and it was a blast. I concur that is a super special night. Because it's not just fireworks. You get to cruise around Bay Lake and the Seven Seas Lagoon, see some things, learn some fun facts. You could play whatever kind of music you want. You get a driver, so Disney does allow you to bring some of your own beverages if you want. And then you park right in front, and you get to watch Happily Ever After or whatever fireworks are going on that night. That's a great call. It's a good pick. We were definitely going to bring that up later, but you got it. You got it first. You had the privilege. Any special occasion today while we're walking into Epcot?
I'm actually delivering characters because I made them.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's called Angel
Angels APR, okay.
Um, it's just starting. It's very new. This is actually my first customer.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it goes really well. It was really nice talking with you as we walk into the park.
Enjoy your
Thanks. I hope your customer enjoys those ears. I'm excited. There's Angel. Go support her if you're looking for ears. Tell her you saw her right here at Adventures by Carney. All right, Disney Security doesn't like to be filmed, so enjoy some Disney pavement. Hit that like button, consider subscribing, share, tell a friend. You look dapper. Looking good.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we entered Epcot. We went through security, so we know we're safe. Now it's time to board that monorail. If you haven't been to Disney recently, the new security protocols, actually aren't really new because they've been around for a while, but at every resort, you go through security before getting on the monorail, including the parks. So wherever we take this monorail to, we're already kind of checked in through security so we can go to any resort, or if we go to the TTC. And there he is. Who better to have a conversation with than the man that we talked it up and yapped it up last night, Mr. Ryan Paolo, Rhode Island Ryan. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
You look great. I love the shirt, rocking the squad.
Oh, yeah. Vintage Target.
Vintage Target. I do remember that, I think, at Target. Target had some hidden gems. I gotta walk through Target more, but I used to go there all the time when I lived on Long Island. No, not so much.
Yeah, you know, it's a lot busier over here.
I'm sure it is. Walmart's, I know, are packed here. It's like everybody on vacation goes to Walmart. Everyone who lives here goes to Walmart. It's just they can't keep things on the shelves.
Yeah, and at least the Walmart closest to me never went back to 24 hours.
What a travesty.
So-
How do you shop at 4 a.m.?
I don't. Amazon.
Amazon, of course, open 24/7.
From the comfort of my house.
I see you got some Joffreys. We have special mugs we're going to drink out of for this little monorail chat. I was just telling everyone, this is something a new series I'm hoping to start this year where we'll do either chats or conversations or interviews with certain people that we like, and it could be about their channel. It could be about Disney. Today, I told you, Ryan, and I teased the audience a little bit. We're talking Valentine's Day. We're talking love. We're talking romance at Walt Disney World. And I know we're right outside of Epcot. It's a tease that we're this close, but we're not going in. We're turning around and hitting the monorail. Ryan and I were talking last night. I have been to Epcot a lot. We've been to Epcot a lot. And I will be back next week because I love this festival.
With the shorter festivals, we do end up being here.
We go a lot, but we thought we'd mix it up. I still wanted to do Disney, but I wanted to test this idea of, can we get a quiet enough monorail ride in the middle of the day to have a conversation? So before we leave, let me just tell you a little bit about Epcot, because I love this plaque, and no one stops and reads it. But here it is, Epcot. To all who come to this place of joy, hope, and friendship, welcome. Epcot is inspired by Walt Disney's creative vision. Here, human achievements are celebrated through imagination, wonders of enterprise, and concepts of a future that promises new and exciting benefits for all. May Epcot Center entertain, inform, and inspire. And above all, may it instill a new sense of belief and pride in man's ability to shape a world that offers hope to people everywhere. That was Card Walker back in October of '82. A very nice little plaque here.
That was 11 years and one day before I was born.
Wow, look at that. The part, I'm sure they shortened it, but I'm sure he said, in 11 years and a day from now, a young man will be born. And he will explore this park and love it.
That's it's the backside of where they mounted it, so
It's the
side with the glue on it.
It's the Old Testament of Ryan. It's the prophecy. In 11 years and one day, he shall be born and come to these theme parks. All right, here we go. We're doing the monorail, baby.
Yeah, I was born in October and I was here in December, so.
Wow, that's wild. Yeah, we came once when I was a kid. It's always nuts talking to people who came all the time. I'm like, is it different for you? Are you excited? Like even Farris, who grew up here like every day, he still hits me up. He's like, what parks are we going to today?
Yeah.
I'm like, you've done this for Almost 3 decades. I'm not mad at it. I'm probably more jealous than anything.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, this last December was 3 decades of me doing Disney.
Wow, that's crazy. All right, so we were talking about it on the way, and we met someone walking in. She heard me doing the intro. Angel, she was very sweet. I was like, yeah, maybe we'll talk to some strangers on the monorail, meet new people. And she's like, hi.
I'm a stranger.
I qualify.
Not on a monorail, but I'm a stranger and I'll talk to you.
Let's see if we can find either a quiet car or people who won't mind our banter. Either side. Eddie, these are hard decisions here. What side's more fun, Eddie? Both fun? Do you have a preference? Nothing? Wait, do I get to drive? Do I get to hang out with the driver? Ah, shucks. Figured I'd ask. I already knew the answers, but you get lucky. All right, we'll hang out over here. Thanks, Eddie. Have a great day. I think that's our ride. Monorail green or lime, I should say. All right, so here is...
I almost just made a fool of myself.
Why?
I was like, oh, they're not all named after fruits. And then I was like, yeah, Monorail orange.
I could go for a nice piece of coral right now.
Yeah. Well, no, my example for them not being named after fruits was going to be Monorail orange.
Which is also... Oh, so you were literally going to name the fruit?
Yeah.
You had so many other options.
I had so many other options.
You went right to the other fruit.
I immediately went to the only other fruit.
You could have gone any other fruit. All right, let's do an intro here. One, if you haven't hit the like button yet, now's the time. Let's get it going. Wait, why is this weird screen? Hold on. I don't see chat. Oh, can I get out of this? No, cancel. Do you see this setup? It's weird. Let's see. Live chat. There we go. And what is this?
What is that? Is that you when you played with filters and now it's...
No, filters are normally... Oh, maybe this is a new setup. Maybe filters are up here now. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, now we know. All right, now how do I get rid of it? Enough. Cancel. Oh, no. Do I have filters forever?
I think we just...
Oh, no.
Wait, click chat, maybe?
Chat.
Click little...
Live chat.
Oh, no, that's up
no.
there now.
X. No.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. We're going to figure this out. There's a new YouTube.
Things have gone poorly.
They've gone awry. Cancel.
Oh,
We could be under the sea. No filter.
with
None. Show chat. Nope, that's not it. Nope. What in tarnation? This is going to be...
What infiltration?
What infiltration? While we figure this out, let's go back in time.
To 11 years and 1 day before I was born.
All right. Yes. Hello. All right. None of these are working. We can't get out. Let me out of these filters. Well, we're going to figure it out. But anyway, if you haven't hit the like button yet, today we're talking romance. If you missed the intro, romantic things at Disney. Lovely places. Start thinking. We're going to go through different categories. In the parks, outside of the parks, the resorts, obscure places, the perfect Disney date night, Disney Springs, on property, but you don't have a park ticket. We're doing it all. So if you want to jump in, oh, wait, I figured it out. Oh,
was there a little X there the whole
time? There
time?
was a tiny check mark that was so small, I didn't see it until my black shirt hit it.
Amazing. Well,
so
now
start
we know.
thinking about, so now we know. We're learning as we go. Welcome to our very first live stream.
Yeah. It's amazing that it's going so great.
Yes. Oh, I'm so used to turning the screen around there. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
So start thinking.
Swap the corners for you.
Exactly. And also, if you have questions about date nights, romantic places, Valentine's Day here at Disney, between Ryan and I, we know a good amount of Disney knowledge and fun facts. So we're going to hit you with it. We're going to say goodbye to Epcot for now, but we're going to come back. This is also where we're ending our stream later on. I think the plan is going to be we're going to do a nice lap from here over to the TTC. Then we'll take the express monorail around the Seven Seas Lagoon. And then, because I have less announcements. It's like every time you get on at a resort, it'll be like, beware of the closing doors. And then we'll hop back on this one and come back and wrap it up. So we have at least an hour of conversation. But we did pick a crowded monorail car. Should we just get... I know.
You could theoretically loop around.
We could at the next one. Or do you want to look now? Do you want to look? Let's look real quick. Hold on. Only because I like to stand side by side or sit side by side. No. It's a full house everywhere. Any cars not too crowded? Let's see. That might be our winner. Yep. That's our winner. That's the winner. We don't want to disturb too many people, that's all. I don't want to disturb too many people, but this is great. Oh, it's not lime, it's Monorail green.
Oh. See, it's not a fruit.
A green apple. Monorail green apple.
Green apple.
Green apple. I'm gonna, you want to squeeze in? Let's squeeze. All right, let's squeeze. Thank you. All right, I brought some props. You have to hold this for a sec.
Okay.
We'll put it on us instead of strangers. Hi, everyone. If we're gonna have a proper chat on a monorail,
Oh, yeah.
She knows what it means.
then we need to have proper talk show chat drinkware. So I brought us coffee mugs, but not just any coffee mugs. SJG3 Collectibles coffee mugs. If you haven't heard about this, go check them out on eBay. eBay.com, check out the stores, SJG3 Collectibles. Or you just go to ebay.com/STR/SJG3 Collectibles. They're also on Twitter. Just go search them, SJG3COL. All right, so here, this is for you. Hold on. I'll pour mine and I'll help you out. I brought Lauren's water bottle, although this could be mine, but I like it. It's treat people with kindness. Today is a good day for a good day. Grow through what you go through.
Please remember to collect your
Find your happily ever after.
Please lower your head. Please stand
On a completely different note, do you know that I found a YouTube channel last night
last
that I couldn't stop watching? I was awake till like 2:30-ish. It was, so you know how the cops wear the body cams? This is so on Valentine's Day and not very Carney Disney Channel, but I'll talk about it anyway. There's a channel that just finds the body cam footage from the sheriff's department when they come to Disney to break up any conflicts, and you get to watch all the body cam footage. So you see like going into Disney jail, backstage areas, and then like breaking up fights nobody hears about.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's wild. It's not very Disney, but it is fun.
It's not very Disney, but it's also the most Disney.
It's so, and it's crazy too, because like some people will be like, if I go into jail, they'll be in handcuffs, and they're like, right now we're discussing with Disney, and then Disney will come in and be like, listen, if you can behave yourself for the next hour, we'll just trespass you for life and not send you to jail. Like,
Just trespass.
yeah, and no, but people are excited because they think they're going to jail, and he's like, where's my family? And they're like, your family's outside, they're very upset with you.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you could do your thing here.
You've ruined the day.
Yes. All right, we have our coffee mugs.
Doing this on a moving monorail is a risky business.
It's risky business. You got to risk it for the biscuit. This is, don't spill it on yourself. You don't have to use it. I just thought it would be fun.
Oh no, we're gonna use it. You brought them all the way from your house.
Technically, these are all the way from New Jersey and probably all the way from wherever he bought them. Unless he made it himself. Vince is a very great guy. While he's pouring that, SVG3 Collectibles has a 100% satisfaction after 25 years on eBay. 100%. Not even 0.5% of people have had a bad experience. So if you're into Disney, theme parks, Marvel, wrestling, comic books, autographs, pop culture, go check it out. Go peruse it. There's over 800 items, and they add new items every day. Wake up every morning and check it. Because they support Adventures by Carney, so we should support them. Anyway, happy Valentine's Day, bro.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I want to be honest with you out of the gate. You're my first date of 2 today.
Wow.
Yep. I have
Number one.
you
Did you hear that?
you are my first today. Hold on, put it here for a second because it's very bright. I gotta figure out how to block some sun here. I am cooking dinner for Lauren this evening. Lauren, for those who are new, is my roommate. Also my other half. She's my girlfriend. Ooh, another monorail. All right, so let's talk. Ryan, I gave you a little bit of homework.
You did.
I think we should break this into categories.
Okay.
We're talking romance at Walt Disney World today on the monorail.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Starting with, you don't have a park reservation, you don't have a ticket, but you're in the Orlando area. You want to take someone out to a nice romantic evening. Where are you going on Disney property besides a park? And what are you doing? And now I'm not talking about the perfect date night, but one place for romance. Let's even say it's the end of the date night. We'll get back to the date. But the one most romantic place you could think of on Disney property that's not inside of a park.
So if you're doing date night at Disney and you don't have a park ticket, I'm gonna say that the boardwalk is probably the best all-encompassing. There's food, there's drinks, there's entertainment.
It's a good one. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
It's got a million beautiful lights.
Yeah, I did not think about that. I like that a lot. Mine was way more obvious, and then I'm going to break it down later on. But I was going to say Disney Springs.
See, there's so many different spots in Disney
There is.
Springs.
By the way,
feel like
I'll show you that next time. There was the old runway. Disney had its own runway here, the Stolport, STOL, and we just passed it. And allegedly, if you land a plane on it, the grooves in the pavement is when you wish upon a star, I think.
I believe that is correct.
Yeah, look at that, more fun facts. So I'm only saying Disney Springs, and I know it's obvious, but because, and I'll get into a different date night scenario, we talked about this last night, is that besides just walking around and having multiple musical acts every night, and restaurants and shopping, you could also, they don't check your ID or anything, or if you have a reservation, you could just hop on a boat and go up and down the Sasagula and get off at where we were last night, Port Orleans Riverside, French Quarter, or even Old Key West, or Saratoga.
Also on the boardwalk, you can hop on the boat
And go for a boat ride.
From Hollywood Studios to Epcot.
Or take a Skyliner ride out of the boardwalk too.
Take a Skyliner ride.
And go stop to a few resorts too.
Topolino.
So we have great jumping off points. These are both excellent options.
Yeah.
Let's get into some of the specifics. And eventually we'll do our perfect date night from start to finish. But let's just do, you can go to any 3 restaurants. You don't have to rank them in order in case you forget or don't have them. What are your 3 most romantic meals at Walt Disney World that are not in a park?
I think if price isn't really a concern, California Grill.
Okay.
It is a little bit pricey, but you get the firework views if you eat late enough at night.
Very true. Or even if you eat early, you are allowed to come back and watch fireworks as long as you have your receipt. Oh, that cast member's waving to the monorail from the parking lot. That's sweet. That's sweet.
I would say...
I'm going to fix this a little bit so we're not as crooked.
I think I might have bumped it a little bit.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I would say Topolino is also an amazing...
Ooh, Topolino. Yeah.
It has views of 2 of the fireworks shows from the balcony out there. I don't know if you can return for those viewing areas. Yeah. Like you can.
Topolino, we said this last night, so if you guys watched last night, first of all, thank you so much. But Topolino is one of the 3 restaurants left on property that I have not done, but I heard it's amazing. Everybody says you gotta go. I'm just waiting for the right time.
Yes.
It is a little pricey, so it's not like I could just go tomorrow. But I heard they have a great breakfast and a great dinner, so I gotta go twice.
It's fantastic.
Do you want to just stay on this and do another lap?
Let's do another lap.
I feel like we just got settled.
Yeah, let's do another lap.
Let's do another lap.
As you exit, please lower your head and watch your step. Thank you. When boarding, please move
Also,
all the way across your car to make room for everyone.
We should sit with our back to Monorail Green.
I think that is a brilliant idea, and I agree with you.
Please hold on.
That's a 2 for 2. We call that a 100%, just like the feedback that SJG3
But we've only been talking about it for a few seconds. They've been doing it for 25 years.
25 years. I'm going to tell you the truth. I still get a few thumbs downs on a few streams. I get genuinely excited to look back at live streams that are like a few hours, and when you have 100%, it's like super rare because people come in
Yeah.
and they just like to troll for the sake of trolling. Should we move over there
or
now?
a misclick.
Or sometimes a misclick. They hit the thumbs down instead of the thumbs up. That's why hitting the like button really helps because it shows you your percentage of likes,
Yeah.
and it's a big deal, and it helps. So thanks for hitting the like button.
Speaking of analytics.
Yes, let's talk
really quick,
analytics.
I was looking at the Adventures by Carney YouTube channel
Ooh.
today, waiting for the stream to start up. Both of the streams yesterday have the same number of views.
Pretty crazy, right?
It's amazing.
So we did 2 live streams yesterday. We want to shift. Although that means my voice is going to be projected towards everybody else. But here, I'll take the corner so that way I could talk to a door. Ugh. But what a nice background we have now with Monorail green.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty wild. So yesterday we did 2 separate streams. We did one in the morning for the parade, and then we did one in the evening for the party. Both at Port Orleans, different amounts of time. It's pretty similar, but you know, around 3 hours each. And they have almost identical view counts, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Considering one was started at 9:30 in the morning and one was started at 7:30 in the morning. Anyway, so yeah, we talked analytics. What were we just talking about? Oh, okay.
I need to list my
So yeah,
third.
your third restaurant. You're going out for a romantic evening. You could pick 3 restaurants on Disney property. For this occasion, we'll say money doesn't matter. You've
I would
saved
say
up.
the third one would be, and this might just because I have a soft spot for it, but Ale and Compass.
Oh, and the Compass is very nice.
And the food reminds me of home, so.
Yes. So Ryan's from Rhode Island, and now you lived here for how many years?
5 years.
5 years. I'm from New York originally, Long Island, and now I've been down here. It'll be 5 years in July, so I'm catching up. If time stands still for you,
Yes. If I move away, you'll catch up.
I will catch up. All right. So I think you missed a glaring one. If money is no object.
Oh, well, yeah. I think I did too.
Victoria and Albert's. I think it's something like a 10 to 12 course meal. I did it once, but it was years ago. I haven't done it since the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I have to go back.
I've also done it pre-pandemic.
Yeah, you have to dress up. You know, got to be in nice clothes. You know, men got to be in jackets. Women got to be whatever looking nice.
Jackets are no longer needed.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I still think it's fun to wear a jacket.
I think it's proper to wear a jacket, but it's not absolutely required if you're packing for a vacation.
I mean, it's not fun if you're going there in August, but you can put it on right before you walk in. But Victoria and Albert's would obviously be my number one if money was no object. You also get. Hold on.
Stop is Epcot. Your stand includes on the handrails and your knocking on the doors. Again, our next stop is Epcot.
So yeah, it's an awesome date night. If it's the same as I remember, you also get your names printed on the menu, so you get a little souvenir. Let's hear about the monorail.
For those of you standing, please hold on to the handrails throughout our journey and stay clear
They
of
also
the
have the
For
live
the
harp
comfort of
music.
others, no smoking.
The what?
The live harp.
Oh yeah, they have a harpist.
You can catch a
What's
glimpse
more
of the
romantic than a
spires of
harpist?
Space Mountain.
Not many things.
Nearby is Disney's
Put that in the
contemporary
chat. What's
resort.
more romantic than a harpist? I honestly, I've owned a DJ business for over 15 years now. Well, I haven't owned it for 15 years, but I've been in the industry. And I know a lot of drummers, saxophone players, guitarists, pianists. And I've worked with harpists, but I've never gotten their number. I need to have more harpists around.
I agree. I feel like you need more harpists in your life.
I talk about this with Patreons, that if I had unlimited money, the things I would do on Disney streams and around Orlando. And that's one of them, now that I'm thinking about it, is to just walk around with a harpist and sneak up on like a couple sitting on a bench. Like they're over at Port Orleans.
Amazing.
The sun is setting. I just come up behind them with a harpist and we just start playing harp music. And I do the worst rendition of
Kiss the Girl.
Of Kiss the Girl, yeah. Or like a really...
You do it as Scuttle.
Yeah. I was gonna say, we're like the worst version of like Love is an Open Door. All right, so Victoria...
Just as Scuttle.
As Scuttle. They're like, this is so confusing. What a crossover.
Yeah.
All right, so number one, V&A's. By the way, you had great options. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about it's Valentine's Day, your most romantic restaurants on Disney property outside of the parks. So you had great options. California Grill, Topolino, and Ale and Compass. I'm gonna try to do different ones. I was California Grill was on my initial list for the same reasons. It's on the top floor of the Contemporary. You got views of the Magic Kingdom, amazing sunsets, and whether you're there in time for fireworks or if you want to come back, you get to watch fireworks and they pump in the music, dim the lights. It's a great choice. So it would be one of mine, but for the sake of conversation, I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna go a little crazy because for me, I think Valentine's Day and romance is a two-way street. It should entertain both parties, whether it's, you know, male, male, female, female, male, female, or whatever you want and whatever you want.
Yeah.
Alien and alien, whatever. I'm gonna say Hoop-de-Doo Review. Now, it's not the most romantic, but it is a ton of fun, and I was there with a lady, not Lauren. It was the pre-Lauren days. We call those the PL days. And she had like got something in her teeth or whatever, and I went to go like pick it out, and the people on stage saw it. So it's a live show and dinner, and they came over and they made a whole little scene and mini song about how cute we were, that I was helping to get something out of her teeth. She was mortified. I was dying. I absolutely loved it.
I would say that is, while not necessarily romantic, a fantastic date.
I think it's a fun date night. Yeah, I don't know, I said to say romantic, but I mean like fun date spots and fun Valentine's Day spots, right?
Yes, absolutely.
We're talking
Valentine's
Valentine's Day.
Fantastic date, dinner and a show.
Yeah, and also too, I mean, it's probably cheaper than California Grill, but it's not cheap by any means. Yeah.
You also get, being a date, beer, wine, sangria.
It's unlimited beer, wine, and sangria, unlimited food. And also, if you're not the type that's like really good at making conversation, they do have lulls to eat and talk, but then you have a show going on. So there's little breaks where you can like come up with the next topic of conversation.
Oh yeah, and you'll have the show to talk about.
Yes.
Built-in conversation. It is wild for an early date if you're...
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's... I used to be like that too. Like now, I have no problem making conversation, but I know sometimes it's easy for me, and I don't want to dominate the conversation. I want it to be a two-way street. And if I feel as though the other person on the other side that I'm dating might not be as, you know, first, second, third date, or you're right in the beginning phases, where they need little breaks too. Like you're taking the pressure off a little bit. They get to laugh. They get to have a few beers or a sangria. You know, like it is probably for a first date it would be rough because there's also like you're eating ribs, but they do have other options.
Ribs and fried chicken. And...
But you get to see like I don't know. I think it's a fun date. Again, this is Valentine's Day ideas. I think in this one, I'm throwing it out there. That was my fun pick. And again, these aren't ranked. I'm just throwing out ideas.
Absolutely.
And you took my California Grill, and because it's a great pick. So I was gonna say, now this is also cheating, so I have a backup, and you can say if it's cheating, is that it's on Walt Disney World property, but it's inside of Golden Oak, inside the Four Seasons. Capo, upstairs on the rooftop of the Four Seasons, is an amazing Michelin-starred restaurant.
I'm going to allow it only because I almost listed it.
Wow. All right, then I'm taking it. I'm running it.
Because it is something that you can Uber or minivan to.
You can enter Golden Oak as long as you have a reservation. They'll let you right in.
Absolutely. And the views there, I've never eaten there personally.
But they're breathtaking. So I went with
I had
a
an
group.
interview there.
Oh.
For the Four Seasons Resort, not for the restaurant. I don't work in food services. But
I did since I was 14. It's so much fun.
But they held the interview in the private
the private dining room upstairs?
Private dining room upstairs before opening. And they got to show you around. I think they wanted to wow you and show you how fantastic it was that you could work there. Also, they do give employees a discount.
Oh, that's nice.
Exciting things are on the horizon here
But-
in Future World.
So the views there are absolutely breathtaking.
Yeah, we did a sunset dinner there, a group of us. And before you get sat, they allow you to, and I think this is why they got that Michelin star. Actually, before I talk about it, everyone loves a good, whoops, I went to go turn it around again and it's up here now. A good view of Epcot, and this is fun. Will give us a chance to breathe.
And just next door is the new Space 220 restaurant.
So we'll give you some updates. We covered this yesterday too, but if you haven't heard, we have an opening date for Splash Mountain, or should say Tiana's Bayou Adventure. But look, Flower and Garden is coming in. It starts at the end of this month. They already have the flower beds in. There are the bird houses for the purple martins, which come back and forth to Disney. A lot of the flower gardens already making their way in. You can see these are just recently put in. These will be in full color and bloom by the end of the month. Also making some progress behind the construction walls over here, Communicore Hall. I teased, oh, there's the paint by number right down there. I teased some other friends of mine, people know I used to work at WWNT. Tom thought this was going to open for Festival of the Arts. I thought he was out of his dang mind. But I can see this opening in this summer, Communicore Hall, because I don't think they're there yet. Here's the Moana Journey of Water.
It's nice. Adventure across the wonders around the world. Here are the seas. You'll be able to meet some of your favorite undersea pals from Disney Pixar's Finding Nemo. We're approaching the Epcot.
When you see the lights at night, isn't it crazy that... I did it again. This is going to be a weird getting to know this new system. That they didn't think to put the points of light on Epcot sooner. Like, it looks so clean and so awesome.
Yeah, well, I mean,
welcome to Epcot.
we frequented the park beforehand, and the just lighting on it beforehand was beautiful.
Oh, magical. Yeah, of course. And they even make the points of light look like the old lighting.
Absolutely.
When they used to just uplight it.
But now that they're all connected and programmable, you don't have to touch them in order to do it. I think that once that technology was good enough, that's when they really clicked on it.
Unbelievable. And I also love one of my favorite parts of Luminous, the reflection, a symphony of us. I said reflections because I'm thinking illuminations, which is awesome. Luminous, a symphony of us. This is the only stop unless you're going back to TTC.
If you're standing, please hold on to the handrail.
Are you going to Epcot?
They'll be closing in a
Are
moment.
you guys going back to TTC?
This is the way to get to Epcot. Oh, you're just riding?
You're just doing a loop? Oh, okay, cool. You're like us. I didn't mean to question where you're going. I just wanted to make sure. Anyway, I love that they turned Spaceship Earth into a giant globe like they had in Illuminations.
I still haven't seen it.
You have to see Luminous.
I know, we were eating last time.
We're gonna change that around. All right. Anyway, let's go back to my third restaurant here. So my third restaurant, we're talking restaurants not inside the Disney parks for Valentine's Day that are a lot of fun and romantic and checks all the boxes. Loved your list. He had California Grill, Topolino, and Alien Compass. I went, obviously, Victoria and Albert's if money was not an option. I went with Hoopty Doo because I just think it's a fun date night. My third one, what was I gonna say? Shucks McBucks. I lost my train of thought.
You said Kappa.
Oh, yeah, Kappa. Thank you. Yes. There it is. I knew it was something like weird. So just going back to that, because I have had food there. When you are brought in, you get to hang out on the terrace, and we were there during the sunset. You get to look out over the Magic Kingdom. You could see Spaceship Earth. And it's a beautiful view of the entire Walt Disney World property. Kind of like the opposite view. If you were on top of Grand Destino Tower over at Dahlia Lounge or at Toledo, you would look the opposite direction and see that. This is looking that direction. So you're looking, Magic Kingdom's right next to you, and then you're looking back in the distance at Epcot and the other parks. But then you're brought in. I mean, you're talking the most delicious steaks inside if you're into that. They had amazing vegan dishes. We tried, I think, like 10 different items and shared everything. It was remarkable. Their sommelier recommended amazing wines that paired with everything well. So we're like, we're trying everything, we're sharing. everything, and the wines we had were fantastic. We went through a bunch of different wines. So yeah, those would be our top 6 Valentine's Day restaurants. We have another question after this announcement. What's the next one you want to do? I'll let you pick the next one. I already prepped you, but
You did.
do you want to do?
Welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Monorail system.
We'll do it in the
We're
parks.
traveling to the transportation and ticket
Yeah, let's
center.
do.
For those of you standing, please hold on to the handrails throughout our journey.
I do have
Please
what
stay
I think is
clear
the
and do
least
not lean on the
romantic.
doors.
We should do that
For
at
the
the end.
comfort of others, no smoking.
Or do you want to do it right now?
Thank you.
I don't have one yet, but I'll think of one. You can go first.
A park
Okay.
that celebrates our world and the magic of
Look, you can see Disney Springs in the distance. Oh God, I keep doing this because it changed.
We look forward to seeing you at Epcot again.
How dare they change things just when he got used to it?
I know, I was getting really good at this. Nope, I meant to go this way. Nope, that's too much. All right. If you're just joining us, this is what we call Monorail Chats. It's number 1. I'm here with Ryan, Rhode Island Ryan, and we are discussing all the Valentine's Day things at Walt Disney World. We've already discussed outside of the parks some of the most romantic areas. We did our top 3 Valentine's Day dinners at the restaurants. And now, we're gonna take a little break in the romance, because I love this idea. Where is the least romantic place on Walt Disney World property? I don't have one, so I have to start thinking.
Well, so I think that the least romantic restaurant, specifically, is 50's Primetime Cafe.
God, but I love it there so much. All right, talk about it for those who have never been to 50's Primetime. It's located at Disney's Hollywood Studios. I'll let you take over, Ryan.
So, first things first, they call you cousin the whole time.
Yeah.
So
everyone's
related
related.
there.
Could get awkward.
Least romantic. Just alone right there.
Shout out to West Virginia. I'm just kidding.
It is very much just home style cooking. There's nothing fancy about it. There's nothing extravagant, so it's not something that you couldn't.
Yeah,
make at
items
home.
are like mom's pot roast. You get like a chicken. You're going back to the 1950s, and you're eating in grandma's kitchen when they actually bring you napkins and silverware and tell you to make the table, to set the table.
Yeah.
They yell at you if you put your elbows on the table. Say, hey, get your elbows off the table.
They will yell at you if you don't eat your vegetables.
You got to eat your vegetables. Be polite. Say please and thank you.
Yeah.
And then if you don't finish all your food, you will get a little talking to. But if you do finish all your food, you get a sticker that makes you a part of the Clean Plate Club. That you ate all your food.
Last time I went, I did not get that.
Oh,
I
come
did
on.
not eat my green beans. And
How dare you?
everyone else in my party got desserts, and I was full. I didn't want dessert. So what they did was they brought the green beans that I did not eat back out, covered in whipped cream and M&Ms.
That is hilarious. That's also the Disney magic. I love that so much. I had a server there once, just a quick tangent, because we're good at these. This is why I thought having Ryan come with me on the monorail today was perfect, because we can talk about anything. Your comment was so funny, I screenshotted it and sent it to everybody. I asked Ryan, I was like, would you be into just talking about romantic and Valentine's Day things on the monorail for an hour today or more? And I was like, I think we could fill the time and really have good conversation. He goes, Pete, we could stare at a brick wall and have a good conversation for about an hour and a half. So I laughed out loud so hard. I forgot where I was going to go with my tangent. Oh, my server. But here's how cool this restaurant is. People go year after year, vacation after vacation. Our server last time we were there said she had just gotten back from a wedding that she was invited to because she's been serving the same family for like 10 or 15 years, and the kids were getting married and invited the server to the wedding to have at the wedding.
Wow.
And I thought that is so neat. Like, talk about a family connection and Disney magic, where you invite your server from the restaurant you go to every year growing up to your wedding. I mean, that's super cool.
That's some Disney magic.
And I mean, I guess she is at that point considered a relative because everybody's family at 50's Primetime.
Oh,
You think she got sat at the cousins table?
She might have.
I hope they did.
If they knew what was going on.
If it was my wedding, she would have been at the cousins table.
Yep.
With a pile of silverware and napkins.
Just requested extra burner plates.
All right, so now we're talking the least most romantic place. I have a bunch. My first, and again, I didn't prepare for this. This is a good question that you asked.
I sprung this on him.
You
He
sprung it
prepared
on me. So
I
I immediately try to think outside the box and not even think of real places. Like I'm thinking, like whatchamacallit? Oh my gosh, what do you call it? There's like a little road where they process the garbage. It's on Disney property.
Oh, yup.
Like,
Yeah.
it's terrible.
Yeah, backstage over there.
But you can still go to it, like drive by it.
Yeah.
Or even like the last row of the TTC.
Yeah.
Like, and just hang out there. By the way, another fun fact while we do this, because we are known for our fun facts. Did you know that right here, this parking lot at the Magic Kingdom is one of the largest flat parking lots in North America? It's in the top
number
10.
2?
I think it's number 4 now.
It's been neat.
There's obviously other ones that have parking garages, but for a flat lot, this is in the top 10. I believe number 4. It's so big you could take all of Disneyland and Disney California Adventure and fit it inside of just this parking lot.
See, people are saying that tableside Cosmic Rays is not romantic. I would argue that it's the most romantic quick service.
So we're gonna talk different categories. We're gonna talk most romantic quick service and most romantic snack coming up.
Yeah.
And I would also agree because Sunny Eclipse, and if you could bring in one of those battery-powered candles
Oh, absolutely.
and a tablecloth, I mean, I'm talking. You get live
The
entertainment.
Space Angels?
Yeah, live entertainment, a little battery-powered candle, and a tablecloth. I'm obviously marrying that person if they take me on that date.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we haven't gotten into the in-park options. We're just talking out of the park. Because park tickets, I mean, a park ticket, think about this date. You got to add $150 a person to your date price out of the gate if you go inside of a park.
Yeah.
So we're just talking Disney properties so far
With that
outside
alone,
of the parks.
almost all of our well, I would say that 4 out of the 5 dining options would be free if you
just
factored
drove up.
If you factored in the cost of park tickets, because I would
Yes.
say that the only 2 that are more than that per person would be Capo
Yep.
and V&A's.
You think it's a boss move if you're going to go on more than 10 dates just to buy them an annual pass? Like, that is real confidence.
That is very confident, but I understand it.
I told this story on one of the streams yesterday or the day before, but they all blend together when you do a lot of streams. Is that Lauren told me she's not a Disney person when we first started hanging out, and I said, "Have you ever gone with just an adult? Have you ever gone like and just had a good time?" I said, "I'm going out for my birthday. I've been doing it for the last few years. I go alone sometimes. I bring a friend if they want to come, but I would love for you to join me." And she said, "All right, but I just let you know, like, I don't like Disney." And I said, "Yeah." And I said, "All right, that's fine." And then also she hates flying. And I was like, here's the other thing. I'm going directly from a bachelor party in New Orleans to Orlando. So you have to fly alone to Orlando to meet me there. We had just started dating. So she, it was a real test. And when she said yes, I was like, she must really like me. But she came down, and after our 4 days here, she had purchased an annual pass by the end of our trip. So I'm just saying. All right, so least romantic place. Let me do a real one. Only because if it's like I'm not saying this is a bad thing. For me, it doesn't bother me at all, but I could see females I've dated in the past, and possibly Lauren on a rough day, not liking this. But the really busy section of All-Star Sports. You have constantly noise and an army of maniacs, and I think it's cute and adorable. They're having a great time. They're on their trip. It could be cheerleaders or football camp or young families with kids just running around. But if you're looking for romance, it's really not the spot.
No, I would agree with you there. I would also say, in a similar vein, waiting for the fireworks in August.
Oh, anywhere. Yeah. Anywhere in August would be the number one.
Yeah.
Anywhere
in July and August.
Yeah. If you're at Walt Disney World in August, you're already in the least most romantic spot. But if you can still like that person after watching them lose 3 pounds of water weight.
Yeah, because the second that you step out of your hotel room, you smell. No matter how much deodorant you wear.
I am dripping in those Disney shampoo products. the water, the H2O.
Yeah. The lotion,
Nearby is Disney's contemporary
spray,
resort.
everything.
Yeah. All right, I think it's a good time before we get into the in-park experiences to catch up with some chat.
Absolutely.
Because we know how long that normally takes us to do.
Yeah, and we are right now about 50 minutes in. So
Yeah,
it should take us about 15 minutes
So
to catch up.
I'll never see Lauren on Valentine's Day. All right, here we go. I don't know what to take off because the sun, of course I said let's do this as soon as the sun hits my eyes. First of all, thanks everybody hit the like button. We're only 24 away from 100. So if you haven't hit the like button yet, go check it out. I would appreciate it. All right, let's go back to the beginning. Doesn't it feel like it's like more zoomed in than normal? I don't know why. But, and why is it still tilted? I want this to end up, so I want to push it this way. No. Gimbal, you got a gimbal. What are you doing? All right.
Yeah, it's the only control that we can't control.
Yeah, it's that balance. All right, let's go back. First of all, Peaches P, before the stream even started, said, "Good afternoon, friends. Aren't we so lucky that Pete is blessing us with another live stream? Happy Valentine's Day to all who celebrate." Thanks so much, Peaches. That's a very sweet comment to open up the chat with. Hi, Jason Andrews. What's going on? Robert D in the house. We love Robert D. Allison B, happy Valentine's Day, said, "I love this channel." We love you too. Tomorrowland Traveler in the house. Go follow his channel. He has an amazing YouTube channel and an amazing travel agency. TomorrowlandTraveler.com, or just go search Tomorrowland Traveler on YouTube. He's amazing. Daniel's one of the nicest guys out there. Jose, what's going on? Says, "Hi there. I hope everyone's having a great day." Pat makes 75, my man. He's coming to town soon. Hold on, I gotta change something. Yeah. I don't know why Pat makes 75 is not blue. We gotta get guys an OG. Captain Kirk. We had so much fun with the Kirk clan yesterday morning and night. We got to see Captain Kirk, Lady Kirk, Kirsten. I almost want to call her Kirkston because of the Kirk clan.
Honestly,
Kirkston is so much fun.
That's such a good.
But they're amazing. They blessed us with beads. They were very kind. They gave me and Lauren very nice cards, just thanking us for having a channel and the work we put into it. So thank you so much to Captain Kirk, the Kirk clan, Lady Kirk. He hung out with us all night. He was at Scat Cats until closed, including the encore that we convinced them to do.
Yeah,
which at one point was uncomfortable, but then they did it, and I felt better.
Yeah, it was getting to the point where if it didn't happen, it was bad.
It was uncomfortable.
But it happened, so it was good.
Yeah. We don't know what we're talking about. Go watch last night's stream. Go watch both streams yesterday. They were both a ton of fun. He is checking in from the Black Spire Outpost. That's awesome. Over at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
It's a great place to be.
Awesome. Richie Rich checking in from New Jersey. Says thanks for taking the time to share with us. Thanks for being here, Richie Rich. Lynette checking in. Hi to Lynette. Hi to Bill. What's going on? Phenomenal Brandy in the house. Brandy says Pete sounds a little hoarse today. Long night. It wasn't a super long night. I didn't get crazy.
No.
But we were live for a combined, I think, 6.5 hours.
And it was very talkative streams.
And we had to talk over a lot of noise, so we were louder than normal. So, a little bit. Also, I talk for a living, and this past weekend, I had DJ'd and emceed a lot of events, so I've just been yapping it up. It's my dad's worst nightmare. He always says, "Pete, your biggest problem in your life will be your mouth, but it's also one of your greatest gifts. So just think before you talk, please." And now I do live streams where I have no time to think before I talk.
Yeah, you just talk.
I edit videos and I'm like, I want to edit all of me out. So...
Can I have a channel without me in it?
Yeah, can you imagine? I just do a whole video of me explaining stuff, but after I edit it, I just mute the whole thing.
Yeah. It's just the cuts where you're breathing.
Which is also uncomfortable. Sometimes I'm like, after I hustle somewhere or I don't think anyone can hear it, but you hear on the stream, I'm like...
It's the humidity.
I went to a new dentist this week, and one of the things was like, "Do you have any of these things?" And I have high blood pressure and nothing too serious, but one of them is loud or open mouth breathing, and I wanted to check it, but I'm like, I've never been diagnosed, but I've watched back a few live streams, and it is not fun to watch. But that's just me. Anyway, that's we're not even caught up to the chat where we started the stream yet.
Oh my god.
Here's a fun little thing here. Let's do this now. It's 20 to 4. How many laps do you think we do before we finish the chat and our general topics? I mean, you don't know how many topics we have, but like maybe even just the chat. Will we finish the chat before we get back to the TTC?
No.
Okay. I'm going to try my best. Also, we've had very nice monorail riders. No one's complained yet. I have been complained at.
I've witnessed it, but never been there for it.
Yeah, it's where because I have a loud voice, but as Brandy said, I'm trying to conserve it today.
Yeah.
Lady Kirk says Happy Valentine's Day to all, coming from Hollywood Studios. Love it. Melvin Lee, what's up, my man? Checking in from the West Coast. We love Mel. He is awesome. Another longtime supporter. And what is going on with this camera? Is it the bank turns on the monorail?
You know, it might be.
Like we keep going crooked. Anyway, Melvin's awesome. Melvin Lee. Andy Van Dyke, my man. 50s Primetime Cocktail Hour. Oh, all right, we didn't talk about Tuna Lounge. We love the Tuna Lounge. So if you want to go experience a little taste of 50s Primetime, it's about having a full dinner, you can go see our friend Julie over at the Tuna Lounge. It's connected to 50s Primetime.
I would say that any of the lounges are a great spot for it.
Oh yeah, all lounges. I mean, we didn't bring up lounges yet. We're going to talk lounges because obviously I want to talk about Dahlia, Nomad, whatchamacallit. Anyway, we're going to get there. Oh, some other ones too. But we're not there yet. We're still doing chat before we get to the TTC. Hi to Vanta Crew. Lady Kirk says Topolino's the best place for date night. Epcot Don, what's going on? Great to see you. Epcot Don says great stream last night. Thank you so much. Ryan Barlow, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Love me some Disney pavement.
Yeah, so you're now where you were going through security?
Yes, and while I talk about chat, I'll show you what they've gotten done here in case you're just tuning in, since we are doing the monorail.
Some exciting new adventures from around the world are coming to France.
Stephen Noon, the MVP, says good afternoon, happy Valentine's Day. Checking in between Wednesday stuff. Hi, Kelsey Elizabeth.
During our nighttime special,
Mike Graney in the house. Mike says you introduced Ryan like he was on the red carpet at the Oscars. Ryan, what are you wearing? I'm like, oh, what is that? And is that the 2019 Target?
It is.
That's amazing. Yes, Festival of the Arts does end on the 19th. My goal is I fly back from New York on the 19th, is to come for the last night. If you're around. I know you work nights too, but I'm going to try. I land in the afternoon on Monday back from New York. I have a wedding this weekend in New York. And I'm going to try and do a live stream. I mean, we'll see. Dawn
Has to come because she said
Yes. She's not going to want to. She's going to be miserable.
Please hold on to the handrail.
Anyway, so we're talking Valentine's Day. I'm sure she'll be in a great mood. She'll be so excited. She should have just, or tomorrow night she can go. Maybe tomorrow night I'll convince her to go. Dawn says I'm late. What did I miss? We're doing monorail chats. For anyone who's late, I have this new concept. By the way, I'm at 3 o'clock on the chat. We're going to try this out. This is a kind of a test run, and also because we had so many fantastic conversations last night, Ryan and I said, listen, I can only do a shorter stream today because I have to go home, cook dinner for Lauren, have a nice Valentine's Day. I have not been home at all on Monday or Tuesday. So we're going to have a nice night. So I was like, what can we do? We do the parks all the time. And I was like, I have this concept, and I have a few people who said they'd be in for these monorail chats. And I said, Brian, would you like to ride the monorail with me and have a fun conversation? Let's talk romance, Valentine's Day, all the fun things. And we'll just do laps on the monorail from Epcot to the TTC because there's not a lot of announcements. Like right now, but we're talking over it.
Yeah, it's only right when you depart and right when you show
Yeah,
off.
as opposed to all the other ones around Seven Seas. So Ryan said yes, and now here we are. So that's really all you missed. Oh wait, maybe this is what's doing it? No, that's not it either. There we go. Maybe that helps.
I think Pete got some sun yesterday.
I got a lot of sun yesterday. All right, let's go back. People are gonna be so confused. I should have waited to explain what we're doing when everyone got on. We're gonna refresh that. If we're ever blurry or fuzzy or there's a spinning wheel, just hit refresh.
we're at 3 p.m.
Yes, there we go. So let's see who else is watching. Ghost Host, what's up? Jason Andrews. Brandy says my favorite fruit is teal. That's
Thank you,
fun.
Brandy.
Yeah. Dawn says I'm rocking the ABC hoodie today. That's awesome. If you guys are looking for some merch, go to our website, adventuresbycarney.fun, or you can go check out our Discord. Again, big shout out to Allison. What's up, HFC1969? Rebecca Dolan, sweet sassy Molassy. It's great to see you. Jeff Davis said that I just see the Take on Me filter. We did have a lot of fun with filters to start the stream. If you're just joining us, we are doing Monorail chats, the most romantic and best date nights and Valentine's Day spots here at Walt Disney World. We did all of our spots outside of the parks. We're about to start our inside the park conversation. Just saying hi to some people who are watching live. Great to see Jeff Davis. Mark Mueller in the house. Rebecca Dolan said, hope everyone here feels loved today. Be a partner, a friend, a pet, and even your Adventure by Carney fan. That is true. I mean, if you have, we're here. Happy Valentine's Day. That's why I'm live today, so I can hang out with all of you. I could have sat at home, but is that something I do? Is that something that I do?
No.
Never.
No.
I did accidentally fall asleep today. I felt bad. I was supposed to meet up with him at 11 a.m. And after 3 hours sleep last night and working this morning, I sat down for a minute. Big mistake. I did the other day to pull my car over and set an alarm. I took a 20-minute nap.
They feel so good.
So good. I found a shady spot at Disney. I was like, it's a safe place. Sivaco, everyone. What's up, David Lung? Mike Grady says the monorail narration is chef's kiss. I don't know what we were talking about at 3:05, but Pat Mix 75 said even the monorail tried to bleed the conversation topic out.
Yeah, I don't remember what we were talking about.
No one knows. We just keep going. We just talk. Yes, we also have an amazing Discord.
Oh, it might have been when we were talking about how everyone's a cousin.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Lauren hates when I call her my roommate instead of my girlfriend. That's why it's fun to do.
Especially on Valentine's.
Especially on Valentine's. She's not watching.
No, she's working.
She's on her way home.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. Hi, Shelly.
Welcome aboard the Walt Disney World.
Rebecca Dolan said definitely All-Star Sports. A lot of people agree with you about Topolino's being a very romantic spot. I did say Victoria and Albert's as one of the spots. Again, we were doing if money was no object. We will tell you the most romantic or best date night spots. What?
Jeff Davis is saying that you can return to Topolino's with your receipt just like...
Oh, okay, great. That's good to know. We will do not sit down, we'll say quick service.
Quick service
And
or
snacks.
fast casual.
Yeah, and fast casual. Thanks for raising the like button. We're 15 likes away. These are a good one too. And of course, Robert D listed these 3 restaurants. The man lives at the Grand Floridian. Narcoossee's, Citrico's, and Victoria and Albert's. They're all wonderful. Don't get me wrong. Narcoossee's and Citrico's, fantastic. Love Citrico's. I haven't gone back to Narcoossee's since they redid the menu and reopened with the new chef. So I do have to go check that out. Oh yeah. Oh, I haven't done this one yet too.
That's something that neither of us have done.
Yeah, so I've done a lot of restaurants. Some I haven't done since the pandemic. But Monsieur Paul at Epcot, that's in the park. But I know that's a very fancy and a wonderful restaurant. We haven't done our in-park restaurants yet, but it's coming up. What's going on, Dad, about Disney? Great to see you. I said I was going to try and finish the chat before the TTC.
Harp cover of Sandstorm.
The harp cover of Sandstorm. We did get Sandstorm on last night. Do we need a bassoonist? I mean, Brandy's daughter is a heck of a bassoonist.
You know, we can
work with it.
Serenade some people with the bassoon.
Jeff Davis also brought up Kappa, which we did put on my list. Dawn said I had a romantic dinner at Hoop-Dee-Doo with my husband, Pat Mix75, and Andrew. I love that. What an awesome group. Boston crew going hard. Bill D says the Edison. We'll talk. I feel like we should keep Disney Springs as its own category.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll talk. I have thoughts on the Edison. Anyone else I didn't say hi to yet? Sorry if I missed you. Pete Stummy, what's up? Says happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Hello, crew. Stephen Noon says the La Cava experience would be a good romantic date night. You get a private experience. It's not cheap. It is 180 a person. We did that. I don't know if we did it live or if I edited it, but I've done it and it's amazing. But you do leave tipsy. That was one of the hardest things for me in my life. I love tequila. I hate wasting anything, food or drinks, and I had to leave tequila on the table. I couldn't even physically have more.
Wow.
It was that much tequila. They give you so much tequila you cannot physically have it all. I mean, I'm sure some people could, and I probably could have pushed it, but I don't want to be that guy at Disney that really is there.
3 sheets to the wind?
I mean, I've been that at Disney, but I mean, like, where if I smelled another thing of tequila, I would have been losing weight the wrong way. We do need Brandy later on for HHN date night recommendations. That is going to be a fun one. Dawn says Chef Mickey's. I think that's fun too. Maybe, so I'm going with dinners in my head when I think about this, not more breakfast. I consider Chef Mickey's a breakfast place.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's funny too. Brandy said for least romantic place, any baby care center. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Stephen New says fake romantic upstairs private pizza Rizzo. No. Wait until you hear my list of. I actually think that's an awesome date spot, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Rebecca Dolan said it was still open. The NBA experience. Yeah, I actually found some old footage this morning when I was going through some stuff of me at NBA experience. I'm gonna drop a video next week. I think it's already edited.
I thankfully got to go several times and never had to pay.
I had fun there.
And it was great if it was free.
I'm sure it was. It was great. I still paid the pass holder rate of like $30 or whatever it was.
Yeah, I had a cast member friend who kept getting free cast member tickets.
Because nobody was going.
Yeah, so he would just take me and we would go and hang out and play the games. And
I love it. Do you want me to hold your cup? Or put it in here? You want to hold that for 1 sec?
Sure.
We'll put that in there. We got to fill up my mug here. Our awesome mugs.
So this, yes, Adventures by Carney.
I hope we're not annoying everyone.
Yes, we are currently live on
We're
YouTube.
live on YouTube now for our Monorail chats. Sure, say hi. Where are you from? What's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, I'm Sage. I'm from Connecticut.
What part of Connecticut?
Lebanon, Connecticut.
Where?
Lebanon.
Where is that?
It's by the casinos.
Okay,
Okay.
I know those very well. I grew up on Long Island, so I used to take the
cool.
ferries over. Either I would take the one ferry if I was going to Foxwoods, or the other one if I was going to Mohegan.
Yeah, I live like 20 minutes north of Mohegan Sun.
Okay.
So,
I grew up in Rhode Island, so
Oh, cool.
small
Where
world.
in Rhode Island?
Middletown. So.
Okay. We flew out of Providence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh. Say hi.
Yeah, say hi. Are you having a great time? How's your day?
It's fun. It's fun.
We get some nice weather today for the parks.
Yeah. My grandma lives down here, so I have no complaints.
Yeah, I mean,
Snow.
compared to the summer, this is a dream.
Yeah, and I think at home we have 10 inches of snow right now.
You have what?
10 inches of snow right now.
10 inches of snow. Sweet sassy molasses.
Yeah. So
Mohegan still sends me free concert tickets. I don't think they know that I moved to Florida.
you can still go. Just fly up there for it.
I feel like I should. Sometimes I get some good ones. I saw like Zach Brown there.
Yeah.
Who else did I see? I wasn't even really into country at the time, but I think it was Brad Paisley. Yeah, they put on great shows.
Yeah.
I've definitely won more Mohegan than I've lost. Foxwoods, I've given a lot back to.
Yeah.
Like I've won in Foxwoods, but then it goes, we've partied hard.
Yeah.
The hard part is in Connecticut is that they cut off their drinking, I think at 2 o'clock on the weekends, or
They do, yeah.
so we had to used to like pay valet guys like $50 for a 12-pack. They had to go get us. He's like, my wife's got 13 beers in the fridge. We're like, we'll give you $50. But they could be here in 30 minutes.
It's pretty fun
all the way
though.
across
Yeah.
the car to make room for
Which is still cheaper than Disney beer.
available seating for those needing special assistance. If you're standing, please hold on to the handrail and stay clear.
Nice meeting you. Shout out to
They'll
Connecticut.
be closing in a moment. Thank you.
You can go watch yourself
As
tonight
you
at
walk,
Adventures by Carney.
Please continue moving
Okay,
across
I'll
the
look it
car
up.
to make room for
My
everyone.
grandma's gonna be like
Please
a
offer
huge
available
Last year we
seating
met
to
Kid
those
Rock.
needing
That
special
was cool.
assistance.
Kid Rock?
If
Yeah.
you're standing,
So obviously
please hold on
this
to
would be
the
number one. Kid Rock would be number 2 in terms of
Yeah,
experiences.
The monorail will
you're right
depart
up there with
momentarily.
it.
I mean, just stating the obvious here, but yeah. Where did you meet Kid Rock?
So my grandma lives in Delray, and they went to there was a bar there. And he lives in Jupiter, in that area.
I have friends in Jupiter, yeah.
Yeah, so
He was just shooting a bunch of Bud Light 12 packs, and they were like,
he doesn't like that and then just like continued on his way. So it was pretty cool.
Well, that's fun. Enjoy the rest of your trip.
Yeah, thank you.
Enjoy the weather before that snow.
Yeah, that looks like fun. You have fun getting into influencing and doing that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I feel like it kind of chose me, but I really enjoy it. I've met so many awesome people, and it's been a real joy. It's been a lot of fun.
I like meeting people. I like talking to people.
Yeah, it's great. I meet a lot of awesome people.
100 away from
we're-
9,000?
Yeah, we're on the way to 10K. We're like just right around 9,000. Yeah.
Give a shout out to RC Performance LLC.
RC Performance LLC. Check it out. I hope it's a good company. I have to say I don't know anything about it.
I'm not entirely sure what they do. I'm assuming cars.
Remote control cars, maybe RC cars.
That would be hilarious.
Imagine they soup up remote control cars. That would be fun.
Do you remember? Did you ever see the commercials for the Sidewinder? It just had like 2 screws for
For
wheels.
like the Hot Wheels?
No, it was a really fancy RC car, but it was designed to go over everything. It's a commercial
sounds
that
like
I
fun.
remember very vividly from my childhood. Also, we did not catch up.
You're right. We're at the TTC, and I was so close. But then, when we meet new people and they want to say hi, I can't say no. We were so close, by the way. We were very, very close. I bet you I could do it before we leave. Hold on. Here we go. Dawn also loves Citricos. Yikes, that's aggressive. Jeff says, I've never done Narcoossee's or V&A's, but Citricos is nice too. Yeah, Citricos is fantastic. They also have a great lounge. A lot of these restaurants here at Disney have a great lounge. You just want to go kind of check it out, try it out, do their lounge menu.
Welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Monorail to Epcot. For those of you standing, please hold on to the handrails throughout our journey and stay clear of the doors. For the comfort of others, no smoking, please. Thank you. As we turn south, you can catch a glimpse of the spiders of Space Mountain in the Magic Kingdom. Nearby is Disney's contemporary resort.
I think it might be time to hop off at Epcot and
4 o'clock. Let's think. If we go,
rapid fire.
well, I think we do one more lap. I think we do one more.
Okay.
I looked it up, and I think it's 28 to 30 minutes, and that's exactly when we would have to go. And that's from the TTC there and back to the TTC.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see when we pull into Epcot.
Yeah.
I think. Would you say one more lap?
I was saying we would
Or
hop
get
off
off.
at Epcot and finish the stream out of the monorail.
We have to look at the time. But I mean, I'm having fun. The monorail's nice too.
It is.
Where would we go though? Would we go into the park, or would we just sit outside?
We could sit outside.
Where would we put the camera?
I'm sure there's a trash can that we can set out.
Just go set up our own little studio.
Yeah. I mean, you brought the light up candles and
I should next time. We should do stuff like that.
the light up candles and the tablecloths that we're going to take to Cosmic Rays.
Cosmic Rays, we have to do that. Bill D throwing out Polite Pig. We're going to talk Disney Springs a little bit. Village House is romantic with great food. David Lung. Well, I mean, yes, when we get into quick service, these are great recommendations. Anthony Makuto, what's going on? Anthony Makuto wants to know, you said you're from Rhode Island. He said Barrington, Bristol, question mark?
Middletown. I did live in Bristol very briefly.
What's Bristol like?
Bristol, before COVID, had the longest running 4th of July celebration without an interruption.
Like it went till August? Or what do you
No,
mean?
like every
Since
single year.
1776?
Nearly.
Wow.
Nearly.
That's impressive.
I believe it was on year 200 or something.
Wow. I mean, we've been around as a country, almost 250?
Yeah. It was 200 and some odd, and then they were not allowed to celebrate during COVID. They have since resumed, but there is now an asterisk.
It's rough. That's like when we used to have the fun fact of Disney's only closed for 4 days in the history. And
Yep.
then COVID happened.
Yeah. Well, now you just say for weather.
For weather. Well, no, not even because it closed.
Now it's 6 days or whatever, right?
Yeah. Well, weather has done a lot.
For
No.
weather.
For many months. But before COVID, there was a fun fact that Disney had only closed, I think, 4 or 5 days ever in the history of the resort. Yeah. And then COVID happened, and that turned into months. Yeah. I had just moved here to sunny Orlando, ready to go to Disney every day. Then COVID happened.
Once they opened Disney, I lived just nearby. Once they opened Disney after the COVID,
Yeah.
I lived there. You couldn't go in without the mask.
Yeah, they're very big on the masks. They had the dividers, 6 feet.
Everything.
Yeah.
All the food areas were closed, all the trinket areas were closed.
It felt very strange.
It
Yeah.
really was. It was a sad time.
It was weird. I remember before they even opened the parks, they opened Disney Springs,
Yes.
certain select locations, and just to get back out,
Correct.
we would walk around Disney Springs, and it still felt like a ghost town a little bit.
I met my brother and his wife there. And you couldn't go
Not
back.
for the first time, I hope.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It was during COVID. Nothing. It was during COVID and it sucked.
Yeah, it was rough. I mean, most everything was closed.
It
was really hard because I was excited to be out and be on Disney property, but it also was sad that so many things weren't the way they were. Yeah.
Yeah, during the early reopenings of Disney Springs, my family's home resort is Saratoga Springs, so we did a little vacation there because Florida was opening before Rhode Island was.
Yep.
So my mom came down because she wanted to be out in the sun.
Yeah, I mean, it was wild. I tell people this all the time. Orlando, during the pandemic, if you wanted to go to certain places that were just as strict, my family's from New York, where, some people say it was some of the strictest protocols. There were places around Orlando that were super strict, but then there were places you could drive 20 minutes in some directions, and they would say, what pandemic? It was a wild place down here in Florida. I had just moved down here a few months before it hit, and the pandemic was a wild time. That's all I'm going to say. It was wild.
Absolutely. We're glad it's over.
A little something for everybody. Yeah, I'm glad it's over today. I believe it's over, right? It's over?
I mean, COVID's still around, but I wouldn't say that it's...
I don't know. The last time, what was it? Did you see the comparisons? Like the
I
Chiefs
really
winning the
did
Super
not
Bowl?
like when you shared that.
Yeah, I put it on my Instagram. If you're not following the socials, go follow @officialcarney on Instagram, @your WDW guy on Twitter, and Adventures by Carney is the TikTok. AdventuresByCarney.fun is the website, and our Discord is Adventures by Carney. Boom, plug's done. But yeah, it was weird about Super Bowl facts that all the stuff that happened was the year before the pandemic hit. It was kind of weird. They say history repeats itself,
like
but no.
15 different things.
I would never want it to happen again, but I'm way more prepared. I had just moved here. I didn't have any friends. Now we have a YouTube channel. I would just go live from home like every day. We would just party.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm way more equipped for it now.
Yeah.
Not that you would ever want it to happen again. I believe they say, every 100 years or so.
Yeah. Which
My son and his wife worked in a hospital in the Tampa area, and they had dead bodies
Oh my God, it's awful.
lined up outside.
Awful. Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible. Yeah, so awful. So awful. I would obviously never want it to happen. Yeah. It was a terrible time for everybody. Yeah, absolutely awful. Let's show you some Epcot. I have to keep going to the wrong spot.
it's okay. You hopped right there this time.
Sweet sassy
Exciting
molasses.
things are on the horizon here in Future World. Whether it's rocketing back to the Big Bang with the
For the record,
fires of
I
the
was
galaxy,
4 comments away.
or exploring a fun new city built on the power
It's different
of
now,
water,
but
these worlds are sure to
what's up,
inspire.
Moogle? What's up,
If
Coach?
you're looking for an exhilarating sensory thrill ride,
Pat Mix 35 said, take an Uber to OBT, the least romantic spot.
where you and your flight crew can sign up for one of 2 out-of-this-world missions. And
Look at that. Dawn knew where you were from. She threw it in there. What's up, Maddie? Catch me outside. The 35 degrees in Michigan right now. Wow. What's our temp right now? Where are we at?
We are at
you can experience the exhilaration
72 degrees right now.
and fastest ride
It is the high for the day right
Walt
now.
Disney World.
Oh no, Pat lost his wrench. Did I do that on accident? Let me get his wrench back.
You'll find representatives from the host
Uh,
country, making this a truly international experience.
Oh, Pat, you should have a wrench.
Some exciting
It says you do.
adventures around
We'll
the
fix
world
it.
are coming
We love
to
Pat.
France, Canada, China.
JD says, I can't wait to have the violet lemonade
Join us
again.
tonight at the Lagoon.
Love that.
To celebrate
Hello,
There's
Larian.
even more for you to explore as you come around to the
Oh, there we
world
go.
of
He just came,
imagination.
came back. He just was
There, it's back. Yeah, it's back.
Unleash your spark. at
Pat will be at Epcot on 2/19 as well. Sweet, so we can hang out together. I'm gonna try and come on 2/19. I got to do the last day of Festival of the Arts. JA3 says hi there.
Next, is the land.
So I'm supposed to come down there this weekend, but I hear the weather's gonna be rough. Do we plow through or reschedule? That's up to you. I mean, it depends on what kind of activities and trip you want. There's plenty to do during rough weather. Some and also the parks tend to be a little less crowded with rough weather, but sometimes they will shut down outdoor activities, shows, or rides.
There are designated smoking
All right, what time is it?
just outside the park. Please hold on to the handrail.
Do we have a cool spot we can
The
hang?
monorail stops completely and the doors open. On behalf of
Should we find a cool spot we can hang?
resort,
All right, let's go find a cool spot because we're caught up with the chat and we can finish our conversation. I think I said hi to everybody. If I missed your comments, throw them back out there. But we are caught up.
That way you can have the gimbal in the mouth.
please remember to
Beautiful.
collect your bags.
Love it.
Take young children by the hand. As you exit, please lower your head and watch your step. Thank you. When boarding, please move all the way across your car.
After you, sir, after you.
Kindly offer available seating. for those
If you're enjoying this fun little stream in our monorail chat, we're not done. We're going to keep chatting here, but I do have to be home by a certain time to start cooking dinner for Lauren. I promised her some Pete Carney time. But we're going to keep chatting here, but please hit that like button. It really helps. If you're brand new, consider subscribing. Even, you know what, if you're not brand new, but you haven't subscribed yet, I just say go for it. Why not? And happy Valentine's Day, everyone. If that's something you're into. Otherwise, happy Wednesday. You made it halfway through the week. I can carry that. You don't have to carry it. I feel all right. Just want to show off those guns. Look at those forearms.
They're no Carney caps.
It's an embarrassing story, but the other day I had to go buy pants. Did I already tell you the story last time?
No.
And Lauren's like, I'll just go get them for you, whatever. And I was like, here's the weird thing is I have to try them on because the waist will be fine and the length will be fine. I know my waist and length, but I'm like, some cuts just make them so tight I can't get them around my calves. Or they'll rip, or also like even my quads. I'm like, if I decide to do a dance move, they'll rip. Like I've lost more pairs of dress pants to dancing than anything else. And Lauren's like, how often are you dancing in dress pants? I'm like, Lauren, all the time. Yeah, well, weddings, but I'm like, I wear them, one, if I'm at a wedding for sure, but two, like, even if I'm emceeing or DJing, like, I'm probably gonna bust a move.
Oh, absolutely.
I need a little bit of room around the calf and quad.
Yeah, as a fellow
fellow
tree trunk,
yes,
I understand.
we have good bases.
Yeah. Sturdy, low center of gravity.
Yes. Good luck pushing us.
Yeah, hard to topple.
That happens at Disney, and I feel bad. Sometimes, like, somebody will hit me pretty hard, and I'll be startled, but then I'll look, and they'll be falling backwards or down, and I feel bad. Like, it hurt me, but they just bounce off.
Yeah.
And I don't know, this isn't about our tree trunks. This is about Valentine's Day, but this is why I love Tangent Time with Brian.
We'll always find something.
We'll find something to talk about. If like morning show radio was still a thing, I feel like it would be the easiest job with you. We'd be like, thank goodness there's 5 days in a week. All right, let's find. Here's what I'm looking for, right? Also, I feel uncomfortable carrying this. I'll just put it on my shoulder.
It weighs nothing.
It's very, very heavy. All right, so here's what we're looking for. I see benches in the shade, which is great, which is awesome. But it would be cool to be able to put the gimbal down somewhere so we could just chat on our own.
And that is a combination that is difficult to find.
It's hard, yeah. Or like a flower bed. Like they're pretty close there, guest relations, but I feel like they would say something and we'd be bothering them. What about the restrooms all the way on the other end?
I'm sure there's something.
Or maybe even if we had to like slightly move, what I call an Epcot table, or a trash can, and we put it back.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be as, it wouldn't be as big of a deal.
I would agree with that. Especially way over here out of the way.
Yeah. Also, you know me, I'm really trying to get my half gallon to a full gallon of water every day, so I could also use a quick stop at the opera.
That's what I did while I was waiting for you to come here.
What's happening at half-mast? Why are we at half-mast today?
I don't know, but I'm going to Google it right now.
Yeah, why are we at half-mast? Think of all these, this security area that just never gets used. So there is a really cool set of restrooms over here because nobody ever uses them, except for like race weekends. How's it going? Doing fantastic. You can do it?
Very good, sir.
Excellent. Love it. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Gotta love Disney security. Keeping us safe out here. Maybe we could try and find my I love you message to my ex-girlfriend when I thought we were going to be together forever, and then she broke up with me 2 days later. I'm right by NSYNC.
You know that I've probably seen it.
I'm like, we'll be together. I got here the first day I got it. I'm like, she's going to love this. I'm going to surprise her on a ride. She was a part of the college program. She was a year older than me. But she's going to love this. Out of 4, and she's like, yeah, I've been hanging out with a guy here on my college program.
Oh, no.
What are these? Is this like a museum? What are we looking at here?
It's incredible. Is what it is.
All right, I'm going to...
There is 2 of them?
Yeah, there's 2. I don't know what they do. Is this... I mean, it's a very...
I don't know why this one's so low. I don't think children know how to use these.
I mean, normally I thought you pick these up to talk to the other one, but they're so close you could just talk normal. Like, hey, Ryan? Oh, there's nothing. There's no dial tone.
Oh, no, this one has a dial tone.
Oh, okay, you got one that works. All right, I'm going to run into this restroom real quick.
All right, I will hang out with...
Yeah, maybe we can go over there. There's a trash can and a bench in the shade, sorta, kinda. I don't know. You want to hold it or we put it down?
The smoking, I'll hold it.
All right. I'll be right back.
Lauren, if you are watching, I apologize. I am trying to keep Pete on time, but it's part of the reason why I got us off the monorail. David, you know that that's an impossible task. His cutoff time is, I believe, in the past, but we are going to make it happen. He has had to reschedule a couple times, just life happens. So we pushed the stream back a few times, so I think it's been extended, but we are both parked over here at Epcot, so I figured worst case scenario, instead of taking another 30-minute lap, we can No, don't leave. Don't go anywhere. That'll make Pete sad. have not looked too hard. I was talking about how I'm trying to keep you on schedule so you don't get in trouble with Lauren.
I know, we're good. I have until 4:30, 15 minutes.
Okay. See, so it has the goalposts have moved a little bit.
Well, I mean, I tried to. Well, you're right. I probably have like more like. You're probably right, but I mean, Lauren, she's been with me now for.
Oh yeah, Lauren understands.
I have an idea. I don't know if Disney's gonna like it, but I have an idea. What if we do this thing, and I just move that trash can?
Either that, or we can just do a railing lean and not move the trash can.
When we stand?
We can lean on the railing because there's a railing right here.
Oh, no, I just like that. Move it over there.
Yeah, you know, do one of these
All right, I'm into it.
on the trash can. That way, the trash can gets minimal movement.
Honestly, this is why we love you. Let's do it. All right, so we set this
I
up.
think this probably might need to be scooted out.
We're gonna have to scoot. Oh God, I keep hitting the chat thing. All right, so let's see if we're gonna get a good lean.
Oh, this is.
Oh yeah, that's great leanage.
Yeah.
We can even pull it in a little closer. I think.
Yeah.
Like
All we
right
need
there.
to do is kind of.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's less than a foot from where it originally was.
Oh, this is where it's at. I can even here. We can even get in here a little tighter if we wanted to,
Yeah, and then bring it up maybe a little.
and then we can
touch.
also slide. Oh, this is brilliant.
Look at this.
Hold on, it's right. Oh, I love it. This is fantastic.
Yeah, the
Here's
shade,
to
the
you.
breeze. I need a left-handed mug for next one.
All right, we'll have to get you a left-handed one.
Here.
Go check out SJG3 Collectibles on eBay. They're amazing. Over 800 items, always listed. New items every day. 100% positive feedback. Disney, Marvel, Universal, DC, wrestling, pop culture, autographs. They're amazing, and they sponsor the channel. So support people who support me. And you know what? You may have heard these things like, hey, I might know somebody who wants to sponsor too. There's room for more. And Vince is cool with that too over at SJG3. He's like, I hope you get more sponsors. So email me at thinkevenbigger at ymail.com, the letter Y. This was a Y, by the way, not an X. So, ymail.com. Anyway, enough about that. All right, let's get into it because we do have around 10 minutes and we want to get into some of these things. What should we talk about? We had a few things left. Most romantic quick service
Yes.
and also most romantic restaurants in the parks. Let's do both. Let's do most romantic restaurant in the parks, not quick service, and then most romantic restaurant in the park that is a quick service or a snack.
Excuse me, you guys streaming or?
We're streaming.
Oh, okay.
Is that all right?
No, that's all right. I was just wondering if you guys are streaming.
Oh yeah, we are. You want to say hi, Gio?
Oh yeah, sure.
Come in, say hi. Gio, let me ask you a question. I'll put you on the spot.
Hello.
You're from Miami?
Yeah, from Miami. Yeah.
You born and raised there?
Yeah.
Nice. How long you been up here in Orlando?
About 2 years now.
What do you like better?
I mean, I was born and raised in Miami, so I have a bias for Miami.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
but I love it up here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. Everyone's so nice. How long you been with Disney?
Oh, 2 years. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
So we're talking today. We're live, and our topic of conversation is it's Valentine's Day. Romantic spots at Disney, or the best spot for a date night, or your favorite restaurant to go on a date. What are some of your favorites? Either a spot, restaurant, or just an idea or a romantic place on Disney property. It could be in a park, outside of a park.
And it doesn't have to be somewhere where you have gone on a date. It's just somewhere you think
Anywhere you
would be a good date.
Yes.
Man, that's rough. I mean, there's a ton of places here that are really good. I know like the resorts, like what is it? I think it's like the Yacht and Beach one. I don't know if you guys.
Yacht and Beach, yeah.
Yeah, I know they've got like that like walkway thing by the lake.
The boardwalk,
Yeah.
Yeah, the boardwalk. Yeah, it's really nice, you know. And sometimes they'll have like entertainers there and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's nice to walk around there, see the entertainers. You know.
Brian said it earlier. You guys are on the same page.
Yeah,
You said
great
you get live
minds.
entertainment. You could walk around on a beautiful night. There's restaurant options.
Yeah,
if you
you
stay
can
till
get-
9 o'clock, you could see the fireworks from the boardwalk. And you could pop into not only the boardwalk resort, the yacht and the beach. You can go over to Swan and Dolphin. Or just pop into like Jelly Rolls or some of the other establishments on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
That's a great pick.
Yeah, thank you.
Look at that. Gio's a genius. If you can see Gio at Disney, go up and thank him. Thanks for everything you do.
Yeah, no problem.
Providing the
Thank
magic
you.
for everybody.
Is that your
That's us. We're Adventures by Carney. Yeah.
Gotcha. Where you streaming Twitch?
We're on YouTube right now.
Okay, YouTube. All right.
Yeah. That's where we do our live streams. We do content on all the platforms.
Gotcha. All right. Cool.
Yeah, but thanks for talking with us. And thanks for all, like I said, creating all the magic for everybody.
Yeah, not a problem.
You guys are underappreciated,
Oh, for sure.
but we love you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
right,
Gio,
have a
next
good
time you
one.
see him, give him a big hug for me.
All right, thank you.
Hopefully Gio gets attacked with hugs one day.
All right, have a good one, guys.
Have a good one, Gio.
Absolutely. See? I told you, boardwalk area.
Boardwalk is a great pick. Great
Yeah.
pick indeed. All right, so what are you thinking? All right, so let's talk restaurants in the parks. We did all the out of the parks conversations.
Restaurants in the park.
Romantic restaurants in the parks, and romantic quick service restaurants in the park.
I'm gonna say an underrated one is Tony's.
Okay,
Tony's Town Square.
elaborate, and then I'll concur or not agree.
I believe, the theming of Tony's restaurant is
Lady and the
obviously
Tramp,
Lady and the Tramp. They were on a date.
infamous spaghetti scene.
Yeah, they were on a date in the theming of the whole thing. So, it's not the best Italian food in the world,
That is fact.
but it's a lot better than it has been in the past.
It has gotten better.
You don't taste the can in the sauce anymore.
A lot less aluminum,
Yeah,
a
so
lot less tin.
yeah, it's,
I was talking about this last night a little bit too, or it could have been the morning stream again. Yesterday we did 2 streams, so they kind of blur together. But I do think it's a really cool spot, especially if you can get out on the patio. For an early dinner, you can watch the parades, or even at night, you can watch the projections on the building.
you can kind of see some of the fireworks over the top of
Yeah, but you do get the projections now,
Yeah.
which is nice. And parades, also at night, just if you get a really late reservation, you can stay even after park close, or as people are walking out when fireworks end. So like you get to watch the masses walk out. You could, sip a wine or have a beer, because the sit-down dining at the Magic Kingdom, you can have alcohol and adult beverages.
yeah.
And if that's not something you're into, you still just hang out and people watch and just see everyone leaving the park for the day, and then watch that, watch 50,000 people make their way through the gates, and then find that serenity again. It's really special.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a good pick. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. Let's do, we'll do one in each
per
park of each category. So then I'll say my table service at Magic.
Yes.
Then you can go quick at Magic. I'll go quick at Magic, and then we'll do all 4 parks.
Sounds great.
So you said Tony's. I know everyone thinks I'm going to say Skipper Canteen because it's my favorite spot over the Magic Kingdom.
It's also my favorite restaurant in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, so both of our favorite restaurant is Skipper Canteen. But if we are talking romance or a date, I have to say you got to go to Be Our Guest. Especially if money is no option.
Yeah.
I would request the table over in the West Wing with the Rose, or even the Grand Ballroom, but you have the Beast come out. The theming is great. You can have the gray stuff for dessert. You could have a little something special. It does create quite the mood. You walk into the Beast Castle. It's a beautiful entryway, and then you are transported. You are in the Beast Castle, and you truly are, you can tell your date that to be your guest.
And, I'm going to say it, there's something special about a date night with a prefix menu, where you don't have to worry about, this appetizer is more expensive than this appetizer.
Yep.
You just get what you want from
That
the
is
menu.
a great point where you're not worrying about price points or even certain foods. You're just going for it.
Yeah, which, it takes some of the thought out of, and the worry out of date night, which is nice.
It's an excellent point. Do you want to go first on quick service?
I mean, I feel like I'm going to steal
Or
it
snack?
from you.
We can do quick service or snack. Go ahead. I'll say if I was going to pick it, but I'll find another one if you do.
For quick service, you can't beat Cosmic Rays. We already talked about it earlier.
Sunny Eclipse. So if you don't know Cosmic Rays, it's over in Tomorrowland, right by the teacups. Sunny Eclipse, playing the keys, the animatronic. I said it would be fun if you just brought a little remote control candle and a tablecloth. Both those things are allowed by Disney. I think would be a really fun date night. I would agree. I think that's the coolest idea and fun because you have entertainment. You're in a quick service spot, but there's something cute about it.
There is something very cute about it. It's very magical. It's very Disney. You get good views out of the windows as well. You can see, the teacups, and there's some beautiful trees out there. So it's not only a beautiful area, but you get the entertainment. The quick service is as good as any in
It's
Magic
not
Kingdom. That's what I'm saying. It's
decent.
as good as any of the other options.
But it's not great.
But their French fries are really consistent.
The French fries are really good.
Sharing French fries is a cute date.
That is a cute date. Sharing a French fry.
You could just get a side of French fries. French fries are good.
Yeah.
You
Honestly,
don't have to
the
worry
chicken
about
sandwich isn't terrible.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about anything too heavy, too greasy. You can sit, you can talk.
I do think I think they have a side salad too, right? If someone wanted like just a little something to snack on.
Yeah, I believe they do.
Think they have that? Yeah. Yeah, that's a great pick. So obviously that would be mine as well, because you have Sunny Eclipse. In terms of quick service, I really don't have another one at Magic Kingdom. I have my other parks pretty much lined up. But I think what would be cute, and I've talked about it on streams a lot, is if you're looking for a little romantic something, is grab some spring rolls at the entrance to Adventureland together. You can get a combo where you try both, or get cheeseburger, whatever you're into, or if there's a special one. But then walk over towards the entrance to Liberty Square. And there's picnic tables behind the Ye Old Christmas shop and by that pavilion, there's not a pavilion, like the gazebo where there's a meet and greet.
Yeah.
And it's in the shade, it's a little more quiet. You can pull up a picnic table and you're kind of in this hidden area away from the hustle and bustle of Magic Kingdom where you can kind of take a load off, you could sit, share a spring roll, and just kind of chat about the day, chat about your night, no matter what time of day it is. And you don't get all of the busyness of the Magic Kingdom. You can kind of just be in this little secret spot. There'll be a few other people there, but never more than 15, 20 people, which is crazy for a Magic Kingdom location.
And it's because it's not a very convenient cut through. It's not a through route.
Yeah. A lot of people aren't going through there because they're going through the lands into Liberty Square or into Frontierland or into Adventureland. My other thing I was going to say, which isn't always open or it used to be, but is also I think would be really cute, is to grab a snack. It could be a spring roll. It could be, just a pretzel, a popcorn. I wouldn't say a turkey leg because that's not very romantic, but a little snack. And if it's during the day, take a little raft ride over to Tom Sawyer Island and go over to that seating that looks at the Haunted Mansion and the steamboat.
Oh, yes.
And you can sit in those rocking chairs or tables. There's rocking chairs and tables.
Even more rarely, that does serve food.
Yeah, so I was going to say it's not open that often. But they do have a little food establishment there as well, but it's so hard, and it does not have a regular schedule. Even though the website says it does, it doesn't. But it's, again, getting away from the hustle and bustle. You take a step back. You can kind of people watch, and you're on like this own, like you feel like you're on like this little private island. And where I'm talking about with the rocking chairs and picnic tables is kind of away from where all like the kids run around and play. So you do get a little bit more serenity as opposed to like the madness of Tom Sawyer Island.
I think the loudest interruption is going to be the Liberty Bell.
Yeah, when it takes off, you're going to get that whistle going. But all right, so I think it's a good call on Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom probably the hardest place to dine at out of all the parks. If I had to rank food options, it would be 4 out of 4 for me.
Yeah.
But that's...
only for quick service.
Or I think for all food, too. I'm just saying in terms of all the restaurants, it is my number 4. But they're so busy creating magic and entertainment and rides and fireworks. There's plenty of reasons to go to Magic Kingdom. I'm not ranking it as my 4th favorite park. I just think food, quality-wise, and options, it would be my 4th. We can talk about that later on if you want.
Yes.
I'll let you pick the next park, and you can pick the first category and the first whatever you want.
Okay, so let's do...
I'm going to send you a park in my mind, and let's see if you pick up on it. Okay, go.
Hollywood Studios.
Come on, you blew it. I thought you were going to go in time order. I was trying to send you Epcot.
Oh.
I was going to go in order that they opened. Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood,
that makes more sense. We're also at Epcot.
Yeah.
But
you can do Hollywood Studios.
I was thinking Hollywood Studios, and we go quick service first.
Okay, I like it.
And I'm actually going to go specifically based on quality of food. I think that the best quick service for food there is Docking Bay 7.
Okay. Okay.
Especially if you're a person you're going out on a date with is a Star Wars fan. It's definitely a great spot.
Absolutely. Yeah. And there is, the little pods where you can kind of get a little bit of privacy.
Yep. We call them booths here on Earth, but they call them pods over there.
Well, they have a roof, so.
Yeah, you get to go into a little private area. Yeah, that's nice.
So you can kind of shut yourself off from the rest of the dining area. And I believe that the food is delicious. It has plenty of dining options for all sorts of dining or dietary restrictions.
Yes, they have vegan options, regular options, and it's, food that is out of this world.
Yes.
Mine. Oh wow, that's more water than I thought.
I know it's such a small bottle, but
I know. I saw the small bottle. I'm like, there's no way this will fit in here, but it's right up to the tippy top. Hollywood Studios quick service. I talked about it earlier. I teased it. I think it would be super cool and romantic. Again, it's not the greatest food, but I think atmosphere, pizza Rizzo, find something on the menu you like, go upstairs, hang out in that ballroom, or just hang out in the New York atmosphere if you're into that. But it's quiet. A lot of people don't know about it. That ballroom upstairs at Pizza Rizzo, it's not always open, but I think it's fun. It's special. It might be just you and one other party or one other family or one other romantic couple. If we're doing quick service, again, for me, romance is kind of showing that significant other, no matter who they are, that one-on-one time. You're at the parks, you're having a good time. So if you're doing a lunch or a dinner for quick service and you want to still be romantic and do something unique, I really love upstairs at Pizza Rizzo, especially the ballroom. So that would be my quick service pick.
Okay.
All right, let's do sit-down dining at...
You can go first for sit down.
Well, I feel like I'm going to take yours because I do think it's one of my favorite restaurants on property, especially for a date. The Hollywood Brown Derby it's classy, but you're still in a theme park. It is, kind of a direct pull from California. You got all the sketches of the celebrities on the wall. It does feel like it's elevated food. They invented the Cobb salad. They have a margarita flight. You can sit outside, but I mean, if that's what you're into. I know Lauren loves sitting outside on a blazing hot day for some reason. I always enjoy inside unless it's very cold out, and then I like being outside. But yeah,
Which she would hate.
Which you would hate, yeah. But that's opposites attract, and we've been together 7 years, and I'm very, very happy. Yeah, I don't know. I really love the Hollywood Brown Derby. I haven't had bad food there. I'm not a person who does a lot of salads, but I love their Cobb salad, as well as their appetizers, their entrees. And they do special events, and if I was going to kind of throw this out there as an add-on, and I don't know if they're still doing it, but look up some of the fun things Disney does. Is I did dining with an Imagineer at Hollywood Brown Derby, and it's an experience I'll never forget because they had a small group of 8 of us with an Imagineer who had some prominence or some clout in the company. And the Imagineer we had, she was awesome. She helped design a bunch of different things, but she at the time was very proud because she was one of the leads on New Fantasyland, the Magic Kingdom.
Oh wow!
And she had told us everything from taking it, from 20,000 Leagues Down to the planning to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. And you have all access with her. You have a full meal. They eat with you. So you're having lunch or dinner with an Imagineer. And that was at the Brown Derby. And we got to go in a private room at the Brown Derby. So we had our own server. We had this menu. And we had a great experience. And again, that might not be available for everybody. But I just think Brown Derby is an amazing date spot. I like that old Hollywood stuff too.
I would agree. It's not where I was going to go.
Okay, perfect.
I was actually going to go Mama Melrose.
Oh, another great spot. I didn't even think about that.
I think Mama Melrose is very consistent. I think that they are probably the best Italian in Disney.
Ooh. I'll say my thoughts in a little bit, but it's not terrible.
I think that it's very
it's better
much,
than Tony's.
Oh, it's way better than Tony's. It's very much just like it's themed.
You're going Italian, I've noticed so far in these parts.
I think pasta's romantic.
Pasta is romantic.
It's something,
It is romantic. I'm sorry I cut you off, but go ahead.
But I think that Mama's, it's a dimmer restaurant. They do have the candles on the table.
Yeah, they have decor through the wazoo, like all over the place.
Absolutely.
You got like vines. You have again, kind of. It's right around the corner from Pizza Rizzo. In terms of location, I think it's kind of romantic because you have to walk to almost like a dead end at Hollywood Studios to find it. It's almost hidden.
It's in a much quieter area than Round Derby.
And then you go in. It does have a date vibe. You have that. I still think they play some of that like older school Italian.
Yeah.
It's almost like I call it a faux Sinatra instead of Frank Sinatra.
Yes.
It's got that Sinatra vibe.
It's very crooner-esque.
Yes, crooner-esque is a great way to put it. Now again, the food, I will just say as to play devil's advocate, it is not bad Italian food, but it's not great Italian food. It's Italian food. I liked my meal. I've gone there twice. I've liked both my meals, but I wasn't like, oh my God, we have to come back. I'm like, this was satisfactory Italian food.
I also think that it's very difficult to find really, really good Italian food.
You're
in
100%
Florida.
correct. It's almost impossible. I grew up in New York. I'm very picky about food. I'm also a foodie. I think I have not found good sushi, Italian, or Chinese here in Orlando, and I found very decent in most categories. It's like I said, it's not bad. It's not like you'll send it back. There's some flavors there. You might pick up on some real ingredients like basil and stuff. They also have an open kitchen. When you walk in, you walk past the kitchen.
Yes.
So I like an open kitchen. It's organized. It's neat. And I think some of that just has to do with like the water and the way I was brought up with certain Italian foods. But
Absolutely.
It's not. Lauren has eaten there and said that it was fine, and she's even pickier with Italian food than I am. But what a great pick. I think a lot of it has to do with atmosphere. Pasta is romantic.
Pasta is romantic.
It's a great location in the park. I love that. That's another great option. That's a good option.
Yes.
All right, what park are we going to next?
Let's hop back to Epcot then.
Okay. And then do you want to go first, second, or are we doing quick service and sit down? You have the choices.
Let's you go first with quick service.
Quick service at Epcot. Oh boy. All right. So let's just start with if it's not a festival.
Yeah.
Because if it's a festival, I think it's really cute having a date night where you, maybe even before you get here, or on a bus, monorail, tram, or when you first walk into the park, you pick up a passport and maybe find a little spot and kind of skim it, and you guys get to pick out what you both like and what you're excited about. I think in terms of quick service, it's normally a lighter meal. Eating around the world is a lot of fun. So I'm going to say not a festival, but if it's a festival, I would recommend trying the unique food booths.
Absolutely. The festival is the obvious and easiest choice.
Yes. So we'll just throw that out there first.
Yeah, I think both of us agree. You can't go wrong with eating festival food unless you're eating from the Italy booth.
Yeah, this is where I was going to argue with you. I was like, just please don't tell me you're bringing the Italy booth. But, I guess it's not quick service.
I mean, you could say the pizza window if you really wanted to.
No, it's all right. Quick service at Epcot, it's hard because they have so many good restaurants. I don't even, to be honest, I'm having a hard time remembering all the quick service restaurants. There's not many here.
There really isn't many.
Let's just try to name them before I even pick one. What are the quick service options at Epcot? And I'm here all the time. I'm really struggling.
So
most of them are restaurants. Oh, I have mine.
I know that you can get quick service crepes from the crepe restaurant.
Yeah. Mine. Oh, so just so you know, I'm pretty sure I'm going France quick service, but let's keep going.
So you can.
You have the one outside
you can go
Mexico.
To the bakery. You can go to the one outside Mexico.
You have Choza. You have two in
Choza.
Mexico. You have the one out on the water, not St. Angel, but the quick service one, and then you have Choza across the way.
Yes.
And then going through Norway's got the bakery.
Yeah, you have the ramen restaurant in Japan.
Yeah, up top.
Yep.
Yeah, up top. Okay. Let me think. Going around.
There's
Germany doesn't really have
Chinese
anything.
food restaurant.
Nine Dragons is a sit down.
No, the other one, in the back.
In the back.
Yeah, there's
a quick service.
There's
Chinese?
a quick service Chinese.
I thought it was just where you
behind Nine Dragons.
Oh, you're right. The little windows. Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Right. Which is not good. Don't eat there.
I wouldn't recommend it, but we're just trying to list
honestly,
them.
I haven't been there in years because of that reason. Let's say
It
going around the world.
hasn't gotten better.
Oh, Equatorial Africa has a quick service window.
Yes, they usually have at
Like
least one
food item and something going on. Germany, you can get popcorn in the quick service, but I don't think they have another quick service food.
The little nook around back, you can sometimes
you
get
can
like
get
the...
well, it's supposed to be like a pretzel and like there's one warm dish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it has just as much as Equatorial Africa.
That's fair. That's fair. Italy, does that have a quick service or all sit down?
The pizza window?
Pizza window, okay. America has the Regal Eagle. I know we have to go. Oh, it's Lauren. You can answer it. Answer it.
Oh,
okay, never mind.
no, I didn't hang up. I just...
Oh, you want me to talk to her?
Yeah.
Hey, babe. We have one park left, and then I'm ending the stream. I know, I'm starving too. I've also waited. No, we're done. We're wrapping up. We're on our last park. I love you. Have a little something. If you want, have a little something. What am I cooking? What am I cooking? What'd you get? Oh, okay. I can make that. That'll be ready in 2 seconds. And I'll do the sides as soon as I walk in the door. I'll call you as soon as I get in the car, just to tell you where to preheat the oven and if you want to turn water on. If you do the prep, I'll do all the cooking and garnishing and chopping and all that other fun stuff. Also, yeah, we're good. It's not even, it's 20 to 5. We'll be all right. Start thinking about if you want to watch maybe like a TV series or a nice movie, or if you want to go for a walk. Think about the activity after dinner so you have a few ideas. That's going to be your homework for the next 10 minutes. Happy Valentine's Day. I love you. Bye.
Nothing says Valentine's Day like homework.
Well, that way, because then we're going to sit around while we eat and debate for 40 minutes what we're going to eat, watch, or do. All right, let's go quickly. So yeah, quick service. Honestly, at Epcot, having a hard time thinking of one, so I'll say France. I just think the bakery is awesome. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I prefer, if I'm going to do a quick service romantic thing in Epcot, it's going to be France. The bakery is awesome. They have these cool little bites. They have cool little desserts.
Great
It's right
sandwiches.
up. Great sandwiches. Great presentation. And honestly, when you get served by someone with a French accent, you just feel fancier.
The food tastes better.
And the food tastes better, yeah. So that's going to be my quick service pick. You go.
Yeah, I'm going to say best bread in Florida as well.
Wow. Best bread in Florida. Holy cow. I have to think about that, but I don't have time. Let's just keep going.
Yeah. Let's see. I would say... I'm going to say the creperie window. You can get, savory or sweet crepes. It's back over in the Ratatouille area of France, so we're both going France.
Yep. French and Italians really know how to make food.
Yeah.
By the way, honorable mention, I'm going to cut you off really quick. The Wine Cave in Italy does charcuterie boards.
Okay.
And the little wine flights next to Tutto Gusto. There's a little wine cave in Italy, so if you want like just small bites, I don't know if it's considered quick service, but you can get a charcuterie board and a wine flight. That's a great option in Italy as well.
I'm going to piggyback on that and go back to Hollywood Studios and say that the honorable mention is Baseline Tap House, because they also have a great charcuterie.
Yes, and a cool little spot too. And they also play current covers of fun songs. Me and Brandy always joke that they have a really beautiful acoustic version of Wu-Tang, and it really just sets the mood. All right, let's go over to... we didn't do sit-down restaurants. You go first. Go ahead.
Sit-down restaurants.
Epcot.
I'm going to go Chefs de France. I'm going to...
you could go Monsieur Paul.
I just haven't been, so I don't know how fantastic it is.
I haven't been either, but I heard it's fantastic.
I'm sure it's great.
Probably better than Chefs de France.
I'm sure it's better than Chefs de France.
But it's a good pick. Go ahead.
But Chefs de France, once again, it has that vibe of a date night, right? There's, you get the views of everyone walking past in the beautiful domed glass. You get, French food, French waiters. So the food just tastes better, even if it's not that great. Yes. Yeah, you get all the food with none of the cigarette.
Mine's kind of obvious, and there's probably more fun and creative ones, but because we're in a time crunch, I'm just gonna say Le Cellier. It's a fun, you feel like you're going into somewhere really like old, and you're in Canada in this like secret little spot that's underneath. You feel like you're underground, sort of. The steaks are great. Everyone loves, especially when you do the food booths in Canada, you love that steak option because they're coming from Les Celliers. They did up their price point, and they continue to do so, which is why I think it's gotten less love over the years, because the price point's gone up so much. But the food quality has always been good, and I think it's a great date night spot. My only criticism would be the tables are a little close together, but you're still treated with amazing service, great bread, great steaks, great soups, great salads, awesome appetizers.
Yes.
And honestly, at Epcot, you really can't go wrong. There's so many great food options.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because we could go to Italy. We could talk about Japan. I mean, I haven't been there yet either, but the new restaurant in Japan that's like $200 a person.
Yep.
Like that would be.
Or,
And
I mean,
also,
even up top.
Shikisai
Yeah.
is awesome too. If you're into sushi, probably the best sushi I've had in Florida. Again, I'm not going to say it's like mind blowing, but it's very good sushi.
It is
If you're
very
from a
good
landlocked
sushi.
state and you're not picky or like bougie New York sushi guy like me, it's very good sushi. It's Shikisai.
Yes, I would say that it is a little overpriced, but the quality is
Yes.
good.
Again, high price points, and that's what I try to factor into these. But again, if money was no option, great options
Yes.
there. All right, let's go over to Dak before I start having to use these ideas on a new person before I get broken up. We're going to Disney's Animal Kingdom. You go first, but I'll let you pick which category. Do you want to go quick service or do you want to go sit down?
I am going to go quick service, and I am going to go Flame Tree Barbecue.
Oh, you son of a gun.
Because the area back there, you could go over by the lake and the fountains, and it is beautiful. Sometimes it's quiet. Oftentimes there is a lot of hustle and bustle.
You can find normally a little section. There's a massive, we've done it on streams, the area behind Flame Tree Barbecue. Even if you don't want to go eat that food because you're like, barbecue, that's a weird date food. But just go walk there for Animal Kingdom. Take a little bit of time. There are areas around fountains, areas down by the river, areas that are hidden by some statues, areas with some carved rock. There's normally some like little ducks and animals walking around.
Yeah.
The area behind Flame Tree Barbecue is meant, I think, for a date. It is awesome.
It is absolutely and
it's so beautiful. It almost
enjoy
doesn't
the
deserve
food
to
at
be
Flame
behind
Tree.
Flame Tree. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think it's bad food, but we're talking like romantic or date food.
Yeah.
Probably not that.
No,
for
it's
Flame Tree
not.
Barbecue.
It's not romantic food.
But
it's not
this-
date food.
But
It is good food.
the ambiance and the setting is awesome. So that was gonna be my pick as quick service. Thank you so much. I do think the best quick service food in all of Walt Disney World is Tule Canteen in Pandora, but it's not romantic and not a good date night spot. It's like a really cool version of like Chipotle, where you get to see your food be cooked and you have a lot of different options.
Yes.
I don't want to say that. I'm just trying to think of another one quick. Otherwise, I'm going to go with that. But quick service. What are the other options in Animal Kingdom? I don't know.
I mean, you could. I'm sure you could count. No, because that's a lounge.
It's sit down or lounges.
Yeah. I mean, really, the only other.
All right, so I'll go by atmosphere and not food. I really am not the biggest fan of Restaurantosaurus, except for the lounge where you can go see Jimmy and get a Pete margarita, a margarita named after me. Go get one. But if you go to Restaurantosaurus, this is a very specific choice. Mine would be Flame Tree, just so everyone knows. But as a plan B, there is an RV that you can sit in inside of Restaurantosaurus. So if you go get yourself some fries, share, some theme park food, it's not going to be the greatest.
Grab a Pete margarita.
Grab a Pete margarita for sure, but go walk into Restaurantosaurus.
The Pete margarita will make the chicken and French fries taste better.
100% accurate. But you can sit in this little RV, and I just think it's cool, and you're kind of away from everybody. Really fun theming, and just something super different than your casual quick service dining spot or other date little spot. All right, sit down in Animal Kingdom.
I'm going to go Yak and Yeti.
It's a great spot.
Just because I don't want to steal Pete's again, and I think that it is.
They're both good. Whatever one you went with, I was going with the other one.
Yeah. See, I think Yak and Yeti is very good food. It's at a very reasonable price point as well. As far as Disney food goes.
Yep. Also part of the Landry Select Club. If you sign up, you get a $25 gift card.
Yep.
And you get to skip the wait, or at least be prioritized.
Yes. Which it oftentimes does have walk-ups.
Yeah, depending on this season. But Yak and Yeti also, so at Landry's is also part of Rainforest Cafe, T-Rex, which Rainforest Cafe is at Disney Springs and inside of Animal Kingdom. Well, just outside the gate, but on property.
Yes.
T-Rex is at Disney Springs, but also they have Morton Steakhouse, Landry Seafood. They have a ton of restaurants. Landry's should sponsor our channel, but anyway, go ahead.
Yes. I love. They have a lot of great sharing appetizers. That's usually what I go for. Is
I have not had a single bad dish at Yak and Yeti.
Absolutely.
Yet. Every single thing has been very good.
their ahi tuna nachos are very, very good.
Yep. It is a little busier on the first floor, but they have a second floor, which I think is a little more quiet. And if you get a window seat, you can also do some people watching in Asia at Animal Kingdom, which is nice as well.
Absolutely.
But the artwork is great. They have beautiful statues and artwork, fantastic servers, and they have a secret menu. If you want to get a cool drink that's not available to the public, you can go to the bar and tell them to take you to the summit, and you'll get exclusive drinks that are not on the menu, which is kind of a cool
Fantastic.
little show-offy thing if you're on a date. Like, hold on, I got some something cool I want to show you.
Anytime you can pull up a secret menu, you get points.
Yeah. Same with the Pete margarita. Be like, oh, I got a margarita named after my buddy Pete. She's like, you're friends with this guy? And yes, we're friends. If you're watching this, we're friends.
Yeah.
As long as you hit the like button, thanks, and subscribe. But
Yeah.
nah, we're friends no matter what.
If you know about the Pete Margarita, you're friends
We're
with
friends.
Pete.
We're friends. Come up and say hi. I'll act like I'm your friend if you're on a date. I'll be like, oh, this guy's the best. This girl's the best. This alien's the best. Whatever you identify as.
Yeah.
The other, I think, obvious option is Tiffin's. It is probably the fanciest restaurant in Animal Kingdom. It's really cool. It's global food, but it's approachable by Disney standards. It's a restaurant that was based around when the Imagineers went to go research the Animal Kingdom around Africa and Asia. There's all these different world flavors. The menu has different sketches and notes that they took and pictures they took when they were researching the park. Joe Rohde, who is a Disney legend, it's his favorite place. He thinks it's one of the coolest things they've ever done.
You get a little piece of art.
You get art when you leave there. They do change their menu up. They do have chef specials. And it's different kind of food, so you can kind of have some fun and maybe share with that significant other.
And also, much like the Brown Derby, where they have those special dinings, I believe that they still have it, where they have a special dining at Tiffin's that also includes VIP seating for Festival of the Lion King, and also a slightly upscaled safari tour with one of the animal caretakers. It is not the full safari tour, but it is the same safari route in the same safari vehicle, but you get it with
Enhanced.
a animal caretaker as your narrator as opposed to the driver. So you get more about how they take care of the animals, more about how they've designed the enclosures, how they've designed the savannah, and it is something very, very fun.
I just thought of a quick service at Animal Kingdom that's better than Restaurant-to-Saurus. The market over in Africa, if you go with all the little windows.
Yes.
It's
Now that
in the
that's
shade,
open much
and
more
now that
often.
it's open again, yeah. Over in Africa, they have this little market, and there's different windows with different items. You can get little alcoholic beverages if you want. You can get little food here. This, that, and the other. You can sit by the train if you want to watch the train come by.
They also pump in the live music whenever there is a live performance.
Yes. I call it the Roadie Lounge over there. Yeah. That's a really cool spot, too, that little market for quick service. What do we miss? We miss anything else before I'm going to probably...
Just the world's fastest brush over of Disney Springs.
Oh, okay. You go first.
I think that it's really great to go to Pizza Ponte.
Oh, a great quick in-and-out spot.
Yeah.
Probably our favorite, but also most expensive slice of pizza in Florida.
Yes, I would agree. Probably the best slice of pizza you're gonna get.
You're gonna pay like $7 to $9 for one slice of pizza, but it is probably the best quality.
It's also a very large slice.
It's
so
big.
You will need one slice.
Yeah, it's very big.
Unless you're people like me, who I still have two.
Yeah, I'm still having one. Loved it a lot more when there was Tables in Wonderland. They used to accept it, but we used to go there a lot, Lauren and I. Not so much since they discontinued Tables in Wonderland. That's a great quick service option. What about sit down? There's
Morimoto.
so many good ones. Morimoto. Oh yeah, that's probably my number one.
I think as far as date night goes, you're not going to have much bad food, but I think that is the most special date night that you can have.
Yeah, it's super cool. The restaurant's gorgeous. You almost feel like you should be dressed up when you're in there. The food, again, I've never had anything bad out of there. Very elevated, named after Iron Chef Morimoto. Yeah, amazing. It might turn some people off. They do have the ducks dry aging, which is an Asian tradition. So some people might not be into that. So be aware if your significant other doesn't want to see
But also,
ducks dry aging.
There is plenty of the restaurant not near the dry aging ducks.
Yeah, that's fair. I think some honorable mentions too. If I really, just for Mexican food, I think Frontera does a great job. I really like Frontera a lot.
Frontera is great.
STK Happy Hour is a really cool spot, but it's very expensive otherwise, where I don't think the food matches up to the price point. It is still very good food, but it's just so expensive where I'm like, you can go other places. But their happy hour is awesome. Half price signature cocktails and $3, $4, $5, $6 bites. And you go off the menu, just have a great time having a little happy hour there.
Also Boathouse.
Boathouse, fantastic.
If you're
Great
looking for
option.
seafood,
Yep.
Boathouse is unbeatable.
A great brunch if you want to do a brunch date at weekend nights. They have our buddy Piano Rob or other dueling pianos inside. Or also just sitting out on the water for sunset is beautiful. There's also a bar out on the water if you want to just pull up a seat to the bar instead of sitting at a table.
They have very fun drinks. They have a drink that has a rubber
Rubber
duck,
ducky.
which, you know, dinner and a little prize.
Yeah, you get a little souvenir.
Yeah.
Every time you're sitting together, looks at that, they're gonna think of that awesome date you took them on.
Yeah.
And then it's right next to the Amphicars too. So if you want to do as an afterthought, after dinner, you could go take an Amphicar ride around the lake. And if you have a receipt from the boathouse, you get a discount on the Amphicar, as well as
it's a sizable discount as well.
It's a big discount if you just ate at Boathouse. You also get a discount, I believe, your AP or DVC. But if you just ate at Boathouse, you do get a nice discount on the Amphicar. I think it's like $50 off.
I think that it is nearly $50, which is, I mean, not quite dinner for two at Boathouse, but pretty close.
I'll throw some honorable mentions out there really quick. If you're looking for an activity and a date, Splitsville is a bowling alley at Disney Springs where the lanes are a little bit smaller and tighter and it's, you know, a little more crowded, but the food is surprisingly good at Splitsville.
It has no reason to be nearly as good as it is.
It shouldn't. I mean, it's a restaurant that has a bowling alley, not a bowling alley that has food. The food is fantastic, and then like the bowling alley is a second thought. So if you wanted to do an activity with food, to be honest, even I would consider this like quick service, even though the pricing is not worth it. But I bowl there maybe twice in 5 years, but I've eaten outside because they have live music outside all the time. Same with House of Blues across the way, another really cool little spot. Happy hour over there. I still think they have the only one left at Disney Springs that does an all-day happy hour from 12 to, not all day, but 12 to 7, as opposed to like a 3 to 6 or something like that.
Wine Bar George.
Wine Bar George, great pick. Steak frites. George does hang out there.
What they have? What
the
over 100?
It's the largest wine by the glass list in Florida. So if you, instead of buying a bottle, you can try so many different wines by the glass in the state of Florida. We got a big state.
Yeah. And also, there's oftentimes live music right outside.
Yep. And there's an option to sit outside on the second floor as well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's any other really fun ones. I know people said Polite Pig. I'm just trying to think of more like datey or unique spots. Polite Pig's obviously great. There's so many awesome dining spots at Springs.
I mean, Artsmith is delicious, but I wouldn't say it's date food because it's fried chicken and...
Yeah, but another fun spot, but not really datey. Summer House just opened. That has a very big date vibe, but again, I just think the price point's just a tad high for what you're getting. But the food is great, the quality is great, the service is great.
I know
it's a very California vibe.
Melon and I are next time she's here, we're going to go to eat the Indian restaurant.
That is a great spot. So if you want to dabble in Indian food, or if you're an Indian food fan, this is very approachable Indian food. I have loved every single item I have had from Eat.
We looked at the menu last time she was here, and it looked fantastic. We didn't have time to go in, so next time she comes down, that's something we're doing.
That's over by the Christmas tree shop, over by the
old Wolfgang
the opposite
Puck
of the West End. Yeah, it's the old Wolfgang Puck location. Yeah, that's over by the other Uber pickup, not the opposite of Cirque du Soleil in the West End.
Yes.
Also, if money is no option.
Marketplace.
The Marketplace. Thank you. There is a Cirque du Soleil show that you can go see if money is no option at Disney Springs.
It's not any more unreasonable than any other Cirque du Soleil show.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but it will add an extra $250 to your night.
Oh, absolutely.
On top of dinner.
Easily.
Yeah. But it is a Disney-themed Cirque du Soleil show. I've seen a few. I would say it may not have some of the more like jaw-dropping stunts, but the story, the effects, the dancing, all the things you come to expect from Cirque du Soleil are there. And I think it's probably the coolest story concept, which makes sense for Disney, as opposed to other shows where I've seen like Beatles Love in Vegas and and Za, but I've seen a few of them where those are just like everything blows your mind. This like tells a story, and of course that makes sense for Disney.
Yes.
Any other restaurants we're kind of missing that are like real standouts?
I think we've kind of nailed it. I mean, I'm sure that there's some more outside of the parks at resorts that we've missed.
Yeah. Flying Fish is a great spot.
Just about anything on the boardwalk area.
Yeah, and also, and this will be a great way to kind of wrap this up, is that we have an amazing Discord. It's completely free. You can sign up using your name. I recommend using your real name or your YouTube name, but you can do it on the app. You can do it on your desktop. And we have a whole section in there, theme park tips and tricks. And we have over 300 people that are all kind to one another. Nobody judges anyone. You can throw a message out there like, hey, I want to plan a date night, or is this restaurant good, or I don't like this kind of food. I'm looking for this. I'm with a picky eater. Hey, money is no option. Hey, I'm trying to spend less than $100. Whatever your thing is, throw it in our Discord. And we have, I think, 8 or 9 different travel agents in there now. But on top of that, a bunch of people who love Disney and have a lot of different opinions. And even sometimes where I'm like, well, I'm not a vegan, but I know there's 17 other vegans who know this, and they'll jump in.
Dozens of what I would call Disney experts.
Yeah, tons of experts in different arenas and fields, whether it's food or atmosphere, vacation tips. So definitely go check out our Discord. The link is also on our website, adventuresbycarney.fun, not .com, adventuresbycarney.fun. You can find all of these links also on my socials. I'm at Official Carney on Instagram. I am at your WDW guy on Twitter. I'm Adventures by Carney on TikTok. Like I said, the Discord's Adventures by Carney. The link's down below in the description, but also you can search it. Everything we talked about, the links are down below in the description. We talked about the website, but I have to say a big thank you to all the Patreons. We would not be able to do this and have this channel, have all the fun we do without the Patreons. We've talked about money a lot in these dates, but Disney in general is not the cheapest place in the world by any means, and I'm sure you know that. So without the Patreons, we wouldn't be able to come to Disney as often as we do. So thank you to all the Patreons. If you're interested in helping out and seeing what that program's all about, please go check out the page. You can just search Adventures by Carney on Patreon, or go to patreon.com/Adventures by Carney. And again, big shout out to our channel sponsor, SJG3 Collectibles. You can search them in eBay stores, or go to ebay.com/STR/SJG3 Collectibles. They're also on Twitter at SJG3COL, and they're amazing. I want to thank Ryan, 2 days in a row, helping me out, holding me down. He's the man. If you ever see Ryan, go up and say hi to him in the parks. And yeah, we'll be live again tomorrow, and then I'll be gone in New York for a few days. I don't know what I'm doing yet tomorrow, but maybe we'll see Ryan. I don't even know where we're going, what we're doing. I have to go cook dinner before my relationship's over. I'm sorry I didn't have time to catch up with the chat, but thanks to everybody who's here in the chat. Thank you for watching. I know there's a lot of Disney options, and you're here, and it means the world to me. Share it with somebody if you like it. Try subscribing, hit the bell on, hit all notifications so you don't miss streams like this. I did this one with less than an hour's notice, and if you had the bell on, you would have got a notification. And with that being said, I do have one final favor. It's just, please be kind to one another. We're a global society. It's a small world. We have this little planet Earth. Start by just spreading a little bit of kindness. Give others benefit of the doubt. Be kind to cast members. Be kind to your neighbors and friends. You never know what somebody's going through. And yeah, thanks for watching. You're the best. Thanks, Ryan.
Absolutely.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Have a great day, everybody. See you real soon.